The last great Coliseum, the Bristol Motor Speedway, is the site of round number 8 of the Swag Outlaw Super Late Model Series. However, this is a special event. We're ready this evening for the Butt Kicker 200 Brawl and the CRN Money Dash from the Bristol Motor Speedway. All part of our coverage live on your home for sim racing, LSR TV, and on the CRN Sports Network. Good evening. I am Wesley Outland. Joined alongside is Greg Rentz, Charles Wooten in the production chair. This is a big one. Greg, it's Bristol, baby.
Absolutely. Took the words right out of my mouth. It's Bristol, baby. I was here last night on another channel. Back here again for super late models here tonight. 2 separate races for the Butt Kicker Brawl here tonight. First up, the CRN Money Dash. 40-lap sprint. Winner gets, I believe, what was it, $75 courtesy of CRN Radio. And then the 160-lap marathon coming up later on tonight right here on LSR TV. Your home for sim racing. Top 3 in that one. All get brand new Butt Kicker 2s, add-ons for their sim rig. Wesley, it's a big one here tonight at Bristol.
It certainly is, and we are glad that you are along for the ride. The drivers are prepared, they're prepped, and they are ready to go. As again, we have 2 big races. The 40-lap sprint, we took $75. The top 3 finishers are going to get a part of that money. And then we prepare for double points, 160 laps. And thanks to Butt Kicker, they are going to win a brand new Gamer 2. From the folks at Butt Kicker. This is going to be a special event, and might I add, double points being added as we begin the quest to run down the second half of the season. By the way, raceontexas.com, our official point standings. Look at this lead that Garrett Maines has over Derek Fulton. And for the most part, we will prepare for, it looks like, a reset for the points for the second half, Greg, coming up next week.
Gonna be fun, Wesley, to see what happens for the second half here this season. Garrett Maines has been dominant. It's up to what, 9 wins now? 10 wins?
8.
I lost track. 8 wins for Garrett Maines into number 1. And we already tried putting a bounty on him. That didn't work. We tried bringing in some new hot dogs last week. That didn't work. Boy, what's it going to take to stop this guy?
This guy is definitely something else. He's got the talent, and he is a good driver for sure. And we're going to see what he can do. Garrett Maines, the man that leads the points. Derek Fulton, 2nd. Matthew Lee is 3rd. Brandon Gagnon is 4th. Peyton Howell in the CRN Sports Toyota is currently 5th in the standings. Michael Jeans is 6th. Adamson 7th. Maines is 8th. Kernan Church not able to run with us is 9th. And Daniel Hendra is in the top 10 currently as Greg, you round out the top 20.
Looking at the rundown for 11th, we find Pete Polini, who we talked to him last week. He is the all-time record holder here at Bristol. Felt very confident about tonight with Ken Zeems, Ray Richer, Bladen Edwards, and Clinton Castleberry rounding out the top 15. LSR TV's own Will Duvall in 16th with Jay Jensen in 17th. Curtis Critchley, Rhett Tucker, and Brett Summers round out the top 20.
So that is the way it stands. And again, we're getting ready for this event. Currently, practice is ongoing. We'll have practice about to wrap up here. And then from there on, we will move into tonight's racing program. We are glad you're along for the ride. It's all part of the Butt Kicker Brawl on your home for sim racing, LSR TV and CRN Sports. We will step away. When we come back, we're qualifying from the last great Coliseum.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back to the Butt Kicker Brawl on the CRN Sports Network. The voice of swag as well is on LSR TV, your home for sim racing. We are getting ready for qualifying. Greg, we have set the stage. There's a lot of money up for grabs. Qualifying is about to begin. May the best driver win as we're ready to get things kicked off here.
Going to be a wild one. Qualifying, getting set to start, and they are going to roll quickly here in this one as you see Anthony Navarro in car number 42 go out and take the green flag, leading the charge out here at Bristol. And just look at how quickly this car is ripping around the high bank concrete half mile. Super late models at Bristol. We're going to see some incredible lap times as Navarro comes around. He goes, no, did not register there on the first lap. Something must have happened. Quick time.
Well,
right
no time being showed for Andrew Navarro.
14.371. Andrew Navarro must have clipped the wall or clipped below the apron, which negated his qualifying lap. Does get a time on the second one, 14.474. Right now they're chasing Brandon Gagnon, 14.371 that first lap.
Here comes Ray Richer out of Mohawk, New York, the Abruzzi Raceware entry in the number 44. He's on time now. We'll see what he can do. As right now, Pace will go to the top of the board. Michael Pace, Larry Pace in the number 88 machine right now, the fast qualifier. We'll see where Larry Pace ends up. Larry Pace in the number 88 comes to us out of Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. The Butt Kicker Phantom Racing entry number 88. He's currently the fast man. Here comes the car number 46 from Florida, Mike Adamson. Mike Adamson out of Sanford, Florida. The race on Texas, sawblade.com, Phantom Esports number 46 entry. And by the way, Greg, it was announced as he goes to third that Race on Texas has jumped on board as one of the official media partners with a sponsorship. And ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go now with our next qualifier.
Here comes Peyton Howell.
Yes. Here he comes. We'll see what he can do. In the car number 11, the Baby Shark out of Radford, Virginia. The number 11, Swag Graphics, CRN Sports, Swaggy Sports number 11 of the Baby Shark, Peyton Howell. He's on time now.
He did not like the lap there, Wesley. He had to back it down. May have caught the wall, so he's only going to get one shot here at a qualifying lap. As something happened to him off of turn number 2, and he backed it down smartly to just reset and try it again on lap 2. He's only going to have one shot for the Baby Shark.
Let's see if he can try to reset again. And by the way, producer, yes, just to answer your question, yes, we did. Peyton Howell in the number 18 on time and scoring. He's actually in the 11 machine for Swag and CRN Sports. And the Baby Shark hopefully can come back and take time. There is Derek Fulton. Good to see Derek ready to go here this evening in the car number 7. Out of Santa Ontario, Canada, Derek Fulton will qualify in the 5th position right now. As here comes car number 72, Bladen Edwards on the track now. Bladen Edwards in the number 72. He comes to us out of Pensacola, Florida, the home of the Snowball Derby for the Phantom Esports number 72 entry. We'll see what he can do, Greg.
Seeing what he's got in the number 72. Hasn't made the field every race. We've only seen him a couple of times here this season. 13th right now out of 19 cars in the session. 16 have taken time. 3 that have yet to go out and qualify. Jason Maines, Kyle Fowler, and Daniel Hindra representing Ryko with Pete Polini. And Pete Polini not seeing him in the field today so far, Wesley. And that's big because Pete Polini, what he said, he was the all-time record holder here at Bristol. In his interview last week, was feeling very confident in his chances. Not here tonight.
That's right. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Swag Simulation World Auto Group on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at LSR TV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Race on Texas on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and at CRN Sports on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Did you get all that, Greg?
Yeah.
Brandon Gagnon ready to go in the Buddy Project, entry number 93. Everyone else ready. Here comes Jason Maines on the speedway in the car number 2. Jason Maines out of Powelton, Virginia, the Sadler Esports number 2 machine. Hey, by the way, don't forget, coming up this Sunday, the Martinsville E300, $1,000 to win, a clock up for grabs, a big check, and so much more. Get signed up at Swag Simulation World Auto Group on Facebook. Only a couple of spots remain. We unveiled part of the entry list today. You better be one of 60 entries. We were going to try to go for 100, Greg, but we can only fit 60 in the server. 60 drivers to battle it out at Martinsville.
Gonna be a wild one this Sunday morning, Wesley. Well, morning for me, afternoon for you guys. It's gonna be 11 a.m. here on the West Coast where I'm located. So going to be an awesome one coming up on Sunday. Make sure you set your DVRs or your YouTube's calendars now. But Wesley, the CRN Money Dash is gridding up right now. 40-lap sprint here at Bristol.
Yes, sir. We're ready to go for the CRN Money Dash. Again, it'll be 40 laps, $75 going to the top 3. And without further ado, here is your starting lineup. Let's cue up the music. Let's get pumped up and ready to go. On the front row, Larry Pace from Canada in the 88 to the outside. Landon Pimbleton, number 11, row 1. Starting lineup presented by Waltz Beard Co.
Number Pembleton will be number 0 on card, number 11 on the ticker. Nicholas Sacco in the number 93 rolls off inside row 2. Peyton Howe is number 18 on the ticker. He's got number 11 on board. He rolls off 4th.
Row number 3, we'll find Derek Fulton from Center, Ontario, Canada, and Powelton, Virginia's number 2, Jason Maines. Row number 3, the top 6.
Jason's son Garrett and Elliott Sadler Esports teammate Garrett Maines in the number 7, or the number 1 in position number 7. Brandon Gagnon, who is outside in row number 4, he rolls off 8th.
Row number 5, Ryan Kendall in the 68 machine to his outside. Florida's Mike Adamson in the race on Texas, number 46, and there's your top 10.
Ray Richard will roll off in the 11th spot. The Shark, Billy Smith Sr. in 12th.
Row number 7, Andrew Navarro in the 42 to his outside. Kyle Fowler from Virginia in the number 5. He's getting ready for the E300 this Sunday.
Bladen Edwards in car number 72 will roll off 15th with Curtis Critchley, who's been threatening for a win all season long. He rolls off 16th.
Row number 9, starting 17th from Clinton, Maine, Matthew Lee in the 04X to his outside. The B32 from Mannington, West Virginia, the Cowboy Will Duvall.
And rounding out the field will be Daniel Hindra in the number 19. Did not qualify. Another driver who just joined Ryko a couple weeks ago. He will start shotgun after field after not qualifying, but Hindra very fast here at Bristol.
So there is your starting lineup ready for the first race of 2. 40 laps, the CRN Money Dash. Follow wearecrn.com and it's CRN Sports on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. $75 will now be disposed through the top 3 finishers in this 40-lap sprint. Single points on the line. Then we come back to a redraw, and then we'll do double points for 160 laps. And Greg, the top 3 finishers win a brand new Butt Kicker game or 2 here in the Butt Kicker Brawl. The lights are off for the pace car. Here they come on the high banks of the Bristol Motor Speedway virtually. It's Bristol, baby. The pace car gets ready to drop onto pit road. Here they come. The CRN Money Dash, 40 laps. Winner takes the money. The top 3 get paid. We're green here at Bristol, underway. It's time to kick some asphalt. We're crashing. Caution is out. Jason Maines and a couple other cars have got wrecked on the back straightaway. Bottom of the apron, Greg, and not as fast as we go to green. We get a swag caution, and here is your swag instant replay.
That was not Jason, Wesley. That was Garrett in the number 1.
Oh, my goodness.
You see the Maines cars right there, 1 and 2. Keep your eyes on the 1 of Garrett Maines. Ooh.
Him and Fulton got together, it looks like.
I'm going to need to see another look at that to see. I thought I may have seen some netcode there. I'm going to need to see one more look at that. Here in slow motion, let's take a look, because that looked odd from my angle. Let's take another look at this.
The caution is out, involving the blue number 1 of Garrett Maines and the 7 of Derek Fulton.
Right, so
you're watching the replay here. Watch this. Wow. I don't know if he tagged him and they both took each other out. He ran into the back end of the 7 car. Possibly Garrett Maines did. Maybe a little too aggressively on the start, Greg.
Hey, 40 laps, $75 on the line. You're going to see these guys starting near the back. They're going to be making some aggressive moves to try to get up the front. 40 laps at Bristol, Wesley, that's about, the equivalent to about 5 laps at Daytona, which
that's
5
right.
laps at Daytona, that's go time. So there is no hanging back right now.
By the way, we want to thank the 88 of Larry Pace from Beast Racing. He has already pocketed money, Greg, $25 for Beast Racing for being the fast qualifier tonight.
Big one there for Larry Pace, making his debut in the series. Not bad to take $25 already. Can he make it a cool, crisp Benjamin Franklin with a $75 victory here in this 40-lap main event?
So the caution lights are out after a multi-car accident on the back straightaway involving Derek Fulton and the points leader, the man that has been dominating the Swag Outlaw Super Late Model Series in Garrett Maines. They are still working on resetting the field, getting ready for the restart here for the butt kicker 200. The lights will go off on the pace car. Nope, they're going to still stay under yellow. We'll take a quick break. More from Bristol here for the Butt Kicker Brawl on CRN Sports and LSR TV when we return. Bristol Motor Speedway getting ready for the restart here in the CRN Money Dash. $75 going to the top 3 drivers in this race. Double points also on the line for the Butt Kicker 160 Brawl here tonight at Bristol on LSR TV, your home for sim racing, and CRN Sports, the voice of swag. Wesley Outland, Greg Rentz, the pace car, getting ready to drop onto the pit lane. Let's try it one more time. It's time to kick some concrete here at the last great Coliseum. We're green. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a race. We are underway. 40 laps in segment 1 here in the CRN Money Dash. And Michael, right now, or Greg, it is Larry Pace, the man leading the way. Pimbleton and Howell in the CRN car in the top 3 in the early going.
Pace is making his debut in the series, Wesley. Already pocketed $25, courtesy of Beast Motorsports for the quick time caution.
Fowler's car from Virginia. Kyle Fowler loops around. Another swag caution and an instant replay. Kyle Fowler, the number 5 in the swag graphics entry.
Garrett Maines and I believe Curtis Critchley there behind him, and more contact. Garrett Maines again. Ooh, not
wow.
Up on 2 wheels. Look out, hi Will Duvall. Oh, poor Will once again.
Gotta wonder if a warning or something's going to be passed down to the 1 car. About aggressive driving in the early going. here tonight at Bristol. Let's join in our in-race reporter for Swag from Mohawk, New York. Missed you last week, Ray Richer, in the number 44 Bruzy Racewear USA entry. How's things going at Bristol so far?
Well, much better than last week. I got home, and some reason iRacing didn't want to run, so I had to load the whole thing back in. And by the time it happened, about 40 gigs, you guys were about a third into the race, and I was unfortunately out. So saved it all up for this week. Bristol is a lot of fun with these things. Real hard push in the beginning, so you got to be careful with it. A lot of guys running hard. It's only 40 laps for this one anyways. Of course, one coming up afterwards. But again, got to run it hard to the end, best you can. Don't let that front end skid out. And usually takes about 25 laps before the rear end under green flag conditions to finally start slipping a little bit. So these guys are just going to run it hard right to the end.
So we're seeing a lot of craziness here, 13 of 40 laps in the CRN Money Dash. Do you think we're going to see even more calamity and wild stuff when we go 160 laps for those top three butt kickers?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, it's crowded. There ain't no question about it. There may only be a few cars in the track. We're not talking 30 or 40, but here's the deal. We're all bunched up. There's only about 3 different lanes you can choose from, and man, I'm trying them all. There's just so everybody else is doing the same. They're trying to get the feel with all these cars on the track at the same time. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of craziness going on, so keep an eye out there.
All right, that's Ray Richer, always our veteran in-race reporter from Mohawk, New York. We appreciate it. As the lights are off on the pace car, Greg, we will try to do this again. And honestly, we're still going to stay under caution. We've had more laps under yellow than we have green flags so far in the CRN Money Dash.
And that's something that might happen more often than not at Bristol with how tight this racing is, how fast these cars are flying. This is the sensation of speed here at Bristol is just so much, Wesley. So gets in ahead of some drivers if they aren't prepared for it. So we'll see what happens here moving forward.
And don't forget, coming up tomorrow night, the championship has already been decided for the American Motorsports Association, but boy, do we have an all-star showdown. I'll be on the call for that from Lucas Oil Raceway in Indianapolis virtually tomorrow night, 8:45 Eastern Time on LSR TV. It is the Ohio and Indiana Roofing All-Star Showdown, a special format, some excitement. Going to be a good time, and it's going to be right here on LSR TV, your home for sim racing tomorrow night. Friday night, a new league. Saturday night, possibly an E-Invitational for Martinsville. And Sunday, the E300. Sunday afternoon, playoffs for the Adrenaline iRacing League for Sunday night from Iowa. All that's coming up on your home for sim racing. Pace car drops back onto the apron. Green flag goes back in the air, and Mr. Pace is gone on the jump again in 2.
5 laps from halfway in this 40-lap dash for cash. Landon Pendleton up to second. Wesley, he was so close to breaking through at Richmond last week in that battle with Garrett Maines, and he said he's looking forward to the rest of the season. And here he is up at the front once again, pulling away from Peyton Howell. Sacco trying the extreme high side in the 4th spot now as they slice and dice through the field, trying to get up there. Just 40 laps here, the distance in this dash for cash, brought to you by CRN, the CRN Money Dash, going to be clicking away pretty quickly, and that's why these drivers are going all out early.
Got one car off the pace on the bottom of the apron. That is Mannington, West Virginia. Cowboy Will Duvall. He is coming to the pits. Problems on him. Meanwhile, coming up in a few more laps to halfway, Larry Pace, Pemberton, Howell, 1, 2, and 3. Nicholas Sacco now gets passed by Brendan Gagnon for 4th, and that goes on here off of turn number 3.
That's battling on for 4th. Maines, Gagnon, Sacco, and Navarro side by side, 2 deep right now, all for the 4th position. Sacco and Navarro on the high side, ripping and roaring down the backstretch. Behind them, Garrett Maines in the 1, trying to make his way up there, already cracking the top 10 to the inside now of Bladen Edwards in the number 1, the Elliott Sadler Esports entry, trying to get up there, but still struggling right now.
Just after halfway. And Mr. Pace will pocket the halfway cross flags here. Already pocketed $25 from Beast Racing as pole award winner. And we have a 3rd swag caution on the speedway. Problems, and yellow flag is out. Couple of cars have crashed. Daniel Hendra is one of them. And we'll find out on the replay, Greg, what happened.
Looks like he's with Curtis Critchley back there, the 54. See some damage already there on the 11, or the 71 of Hindra. Oh, some contact.
Whoa! Just tagged him there. It's him up against the fence, down the back stretch, into the inside, safer wall bearer, down to 3. And that is the cause of the caution.
Good news is he's going to get a brand new car for the 160 lap butt kicker brawl. So,
and by the way, that race will be double points coming up here later tonight on LSR TV and CRN Sports from the butt kicker brawl.
It may have been some netcode there too. That didn't look like there was some actual contact. That looked like netcode was involved.
Little internet lagging, possibly, and that's the cause of our caution. 17 to go. Nobody coming to the pits. The CRN Money Dash top 3. Going to get some money. $75 purse going throughout the top 3. Who will be the winner? We'll take a quick break and be back with more on LSR TV and CRN Sports from Bristol in a moment.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Back here at Bristol Motor Speedway, virtually on the iRacing Simulator, the Butt Kicker Brawl 200 rolls along. We're in the middle of race number 1, 14 laps to go in the CRN Sports Money Dash. $75 going to go to the top 3 finishers of this event. And Greg, I think it's going to get a lot more interesting here as we get ready for race number 2. We're also getting new cars into the server to prepare for that 160-lap event next after the first stage.
Yeah, Pete Polini came into the session under this caution to watch the remainder of it, so we can expect to see the track record holder in the Butt Kicker Brawl, the 160. We're green, and boy, they are beating and banging here on the start between Gagnon and Pendleton. That allowed Peyton Howell to get up there in a second.
Our CRN Sports house car from Radford, Virginia, the Baby Shark. And the Toyota moves to second. He wants the lead on pace. He's on the inside. He turned him. He got in the left rear. Into the fence goes Pace.
He got more problems behind him.
And Pace spins, collects more cars. They're crashing up in turn number 3.
There's a separate incident behind it, too. Another car spun out. Didn't catch the number of it.
Oh, my goodness. Man, oh, man. It looks like Powell just drove in there too hard and hooked the left rear of the leader's pace car. What do you think, Greg?
Right there. There's the initial contact. Now, look in the back. Right there, you'll see another car spinning off the bumper of Bladen Edwards, and then everything just pile next in. And
we got one upside down. That was Critchley.
Under caution here. See if we can maybe take another look at this.
I'm wondering if I'm wondering if Peyton Howell kind of drove in there a little too hard on the restart. We might need to go a little. There we go. Let's go right there and see if that'll work.
This all started. Watch Pendleton spin the tires right there. Howell able to get through. But look back here, Gagnon and Pendleton get together.
Wow, he about turned him right there.
So Howell was able to get a run, and then it was going through turns 1 and 2 next time by. This is 3 and 4.
This is where it happens coming up. Yep.
This is going to tell the story right here.
Howell drove in there in the corner, hooked the left rear of the butt kicker 88 and sent pace around. Man.
And at the same time, I believe it was Kendall who got turned around in the 68 at the same time that was going on, which I believe that's what initially brought out the caution. But before cars could even slow down, we had the bottleneck. And Wesley, I gotta say, this is starting to feel like a bad omen entering tonight's 160 lap race.
I got a feeling we're going to see some crazy shenanigans tonight. They're going for the money now. They're going for the butt kicker. And might I add, they're going for purse money tonight as well.
Absolutely.
But the big thing on the line is that butt kicker. And double points as well. You're exactly right. And it sounded like what we had talking on a conversation on Sunday. We're considering resetting the points. Or at least having a second half season. As this will be the halfway mark of the season tonight. 7 races remain. Here tonight at Bristol, the butt kicker brawl. And as we come under 10 remaining, Greg Rentz, that's a pretty darn good name for it. It has been a brawl so far in this first 40-lap sprint.
Yeah, this is just a sprint. Butt kicker brawl, 160 lap feature coming up. Magnify this times 4, and you're going to get one heck of a race.
Everything going along perfectly. Thanks for joining us on the CRN Sports Network, the voice of swag. Everybody says, Wesley, you should call it the voice, so I will. The voice of swag. And LSR TV is your home for sim racing. By the way, Greg, did you see the announcement last night? Race on Texas, also a part of the Simulation World Auto Group now.
Yeah, big time addition there. So swag really becoming a huge part of the Race on Texas / LSR TV family here.
Ready to come back for the restart. It will be 8 laps to go when they come back to the Geico restart zone. The pace car drops onto the pit lane with now Howell and Pendleton on the front. The Baby Shark pulls away. Little contact there for Gagnon, Navarro, Sacco back to the corner. 3 wide for a moment. 7 to go down the back straightaway here coming up at Bristol.
More contact between Pendleton and Gagnon. Not the first time those have gotten together. 3 wide. Big wreck.
We got one in the fence. It's Navarro's car.
We stay green, now the caution.
Andrew Navarro into the fence. More cars crashing in turn number 1. Daniel Hendra and more. This has turned into a demolition derby, not a money dash here at Bristol.
And we knew that had potential of happening, Wesley, with just 40 laps the distance. You knew these guys were going to be going hard for this 40-lap, $75 to win. I guess you could call it the Dash for Cash, the B main, whatever you call it. The CRN Money Dash has been wild here in this one.
Yes, sir, it has. We'll try this again. Watch this. This is the replay. Here's your replay, your swag replay that has led to our 5th swag caution in just a 40-lap money dash. Watch this. Wiggle and a giggle and a jiggle and a bobble. And there goes Navarro. And then he gets tagged from Gagnon. Up and wheel hops. Rim rides off the fence. Spinning rapidly, collecting a whole bunch of other cars. Critchley up in the fence. So is Hendra. A multi-car accident, and it started in turn number 3, Greg.
So multiple cars getting involved, and hopefully they're able to settle things down once it comes down to 160 laps here at Bristol. We're going to go in the green-white checkered here now, Wesley, because we're going to start lap number 39 of 40 under caution. This race is going to be extended for a green-white checkered. First of 3 attempts at this one.
The first of 3 attempts. This race will go into overtime. Quick break, ready to set up the stage. A wild storm brewing here at the Butt Kicker Brawl on LSR TV and the CRN Sports Overtime when we come back from Bristol.
on. We're off and racing for 300 laps tonight, 300 laps tomorrow night. Look at car number 110. He said, look at me, I'm out the lead. He is right in the middle of the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen.
Overtime, first round. Because this is the butt kicker brawl. We've been calling this the brawl. This is round one. Peyton Howell, Brandon Gagnon, Landon Pimbleton. Right now, the top three. Those drivers, Greg, will be in the money. 3 shots, 2 attempts at a green-white checker. If we have a caution before they take the white flag, we'll go back and do it again. 3rd time. Next flag will win the race. Here we go. Pimbleton battling with Maines and Gagnon. And Howell has checked out on the restart. 3 to go.
Peyton Howell gave it all he had there
2 to
in
go.
that number 11 to try to pull away. If we get back to the line this time, we will see a race. We will. Peyton Howell takes the white flag. 1 lap to go here in the CRN Money Dash. And looks like the CRN car is scooting away, Wesley.
Swag, 1 to go. You can't make this script up. The CRN Money Dash winner here at the Butt Kicker Brawl is going to be the Baby Shark, Peyton Howell in the 11. Gagnon will finish in 2nd. Garrett Maines will come back and finish 3rd. Pimbleton 4th. Ray Richer gets himself a top 5 finish. And the big money goes in the CRN Money Dash to the CRN Sports number 11 Toyota. The young man out of Radford, Virginia, the Baby Shark, Peyton Howell. Greg, only fitting for him to win the CRN Money Dash in the CRN Sports car.
You couldn't write a better script for that one, Wesley. And he can burn it down all he wants because he gets a brand new car for the 160-lap butt kicker brawl coming up. If you thought that was wild, just wait till we add 4 times the laps onto this one here tonight because that's what's coming up next.
While that goes on and the Baby Shark celebrates, let's take a look at the unofficial results of the CRN Money Dash. Man, oh man, Peyton Howell winning over Brandon Gagnon. Garrett Maines will finish in the 3rd position. Landon Pimbleton 4th. Ray Richer, our LSR TV in-race reporter, will finish in 5th. Bladen Edwards 6th. Matthew Lee 7th. Derek Fulton, Larry Pace, and Jason Maines the top 10.
You'll have Mike Adamson in 11th, Ryan Kendall in 12th. Final 2 cars in the lead lap are Billy Smith Sr. and Curtis Critchley somehow finishes on the lead lap after the roller coaster of a CRN Money Dash he had. Andrew Navarro, Nicholas Sacco, Daniel Hindra, Will Duvall, Kyle Fowler all took DNFs on the night.
When we come back, we are going to talk in the pits with Peyton Howell. Matter of fact, let's see if we can just go ahead and grab him real quickly as we'll get ready for the invert and prepare to race again. Trying to get our driver, Peyton Howell, in our chat. I do not see him on our broadcast feed, so we're working on grabbing him real quickly. And we're going to reset double points, 160 laps. The Butt Kicker Brawl, the Butt Kicker 200 now resets for the opportunity for 3 drivers in the top 3 to race for butt kickers. Double points on the line, purse money on the line. Greg, it doesn't get any better than this.
Absolutely, Wes. You thought that was a brawl. Just wait till the 160-lap brawl. This butt kicker brawl might turn into an all-out slobber knocker.
And joining us is one of our in-race reporters for Swag, Derek Fulton. Derek, you will finish this race mired all the way in the back. What's your take of the craziness that was the CRN Money Dash at Bristol?
I think there's a lot of connection issues out there tonight. Most of the incidences were caused, I don't know if everyone's having bad internet issues or what, but I actually had my wheel ripped right out of my hand on that first lap thing, and I had to restart my wheel and everything. So I don't know what happened there, but that was the first time I've ever experienced that. So
So you're thinking some of the racers are having internet issues. That's what's causing some of the crashes you thought we had tonight, not just rough driving.
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I came back through the field and I've seen a lot of stuff going on. A little bit of both, rough driving, and then a couple incidences that I felt were internet more related. But it's just been an interesting night, to say the least. Hopefully it goes a little bit better going to the 160.
Well, we're only a half hour into it, so I would say things are going really, really well. Now, what do you think we'll see for the race for the top 3 drivers to finish to run for the Butt Kicker 2 Gamer 2 system?
I think it's going to be a nail biter. We've seen the top 3 shake around quite a bit in that race, so guys are going to be hungry to get that win. I know everybody wants a Butt Kicker. I've been using mine for the last 2 weeks and been absolutely in love with it, so I can see why. They're awesome, and hopefully these guys enjoy the Butt Kickers they get tonight. So.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. That is Derek Fulton, one of our in-race reporters and one of the drivers for Swag Esports from Centre, Ontario, Canada. And another person I want to bring into the broadcast real quick is also one of our special driver spotlight people that we're going to be covering throughout the season. He drives the Race on Texas, number 46 entry from Sanford, Florida, Mike Adamson. Mike, what's your take of race number 1, sir?
It wasn't that bad. It was a little rough, a little beating and banging in there, but we hung in there at least one spot away from the top 10. But, it's going to be a little bit rough. We got a lot longer to go next week.
Definitely. Do you think, like what me and Greg predict, obviously I know money was on the line for this one, but do you think with this 160-lap race we're going to see some more craziness for that Butt Kicker too?
Oh, I think we're going to see a lot crazier with the next one. With the Butt Kickers on the line, I think it's going to be a lot crazier.
All right. Thank you very much. Again, that's Mike Adamson. We'll check in with him from time to time. Mike Adamson. And while we are still trying to get Peyton Howell in our chat to talk to him about being the Money Dash winner, let's bring back in Ray Richer. Ray, you finished in the top 5 in the CRN Money Dash. Boy, you was coming up through the field.
As a very good friend of mine used to say, every squirrel every now and then gets a good nut. And tonight, I got that nut. So you know what? I fought my way up there. There was some wrecks happening around me. I just did my best to avoid them. And it's probably going to happen again. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not to blame for anything. I did apologize to Matthew Lee. I did look at it again. He did come down in front of me, but I could have backed off a little earlier during one of the wrecks. Either way, it's Bristol, baby. I mean, we're all over the place. It's a BruiserUSA.com. I'm thinking trucks for some god-awful reason. But regardless,
right.
These super late models, man, they're still a riot no matter where we go. They're a handful to begin with. And I'm going to tell you what, though, they're a blast. I mean, we ran 87 cars last night in another league, and you really have to drive them, and these are the same exact way. So a lot of horsepower, low to the ground, and a lot of fun.
Ray, as before we go to commercial break, understanding that some people were saying that they were having some internet issues that possibly might have been affecting race number 1 for the CRN Dash. What is your take on that for the 44?
Yes, sir. One of the things that I will say, I did do 3Y with Garrett Maines in the 71. The 71 did complain afterwards that he was pushed into the wall by Garrett, but I will tell you, I watched the replay. There was netcode between the two of them, and there was at least 2 other instances that the other guys were complaining there was netcode. So with that all being said, I'm going to say that last server had issues. But again, we'll see what happens here tonight, and hopefully that doesn't carry over into this session.
All right, Ray, thank you so much. Great job as always. We'll catch up with you here in a little bit as well, as again, that is the driver out of Mohawk, New York, Mr. Ray Richer, one of our in-race reporters. Congratulations to Peyton Howell. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we reset for the Butt Kicker Brawl, 160 laps. It's Bristol, baby. It's coming up in a moment.
Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, we're off and racing for 300 laps tonight, 300 laps tomorrow night. Look at car number 110. He said, look at me, I'm out the lead. He is right in the middle of the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen, in reverse with cars going.
We're based out of West Monroe, Louisiana. We do custom T-shirts, racing. We'll do actually any shirt. We'll do schools, churches, fundraisers. We do a ton of event shirts, as you can see on our board here, all around our banner. Personalized. I mean, we do anything. It doesn't matter to us. We got the custom rugs. We use all the, top quality shirts, inks and everything. Hoodies, hats. We do embroidered hats, embroidered shirts. Just you can call us for anything. We do offer the bag and fold, to where you can receive them and they're already labeled and tagged and bagged, ready to give out to your customers. So you just call us and just tell us, hey, this is what we're looking at doing, and if we're going to put the car on there, it is 125 quantity minimum. If it's without the car, it's 60 quantity minimum. That's strictly on the racing stuff. If it's a business or something, if you race on Texas shirts, it's a little bit differently. You can call us. It just depends on your quantity and ink colors. Everything is hand drawn. I mean, everything. We don't Photoshop anything onto a shirt or anything like that. Everything that we go through, everything is drawn, and which is the reason for the art fees. We do have several graphic artists that draw for us, and they're really good. So what we do is on any package that you do, we can mix and match. We can do any colors. You can do purple, red, blue, green, and do the rest black. It doesn't matter to us. With your design on there, we can do hoodies. We can do hoodies, long sleeve shirts, T-shirts, tank tops. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's almost limitless what you can do, and you can put all that together in that package to make that minimum requirements. They can call us 318-278-7191, or they can email us at bulletprooftees at yahoo.com, or they can go to the website bulletprooftees.com.
Welcome back to Bristol. Oh, man, the calamity, the excitement from the last great Coliseum. It's Bristol, baby. It's the Butt Kicker Brawl. And we get ready now as part of the Butt Kicker 200 presented by LSR TV to talk to our winner. It's all part of the Clan War Servers post-race wrap-up, which gets underway right now. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to play the graphic, but we're not. But we are in the middle of the Clan War Servers post-race wrap-up for race number 1. Gamers hosting Gamers Worldwide. The official communications partner of Live Sim Racing is Clan War Servers. And joining us is Peyton Howell in the CRN Sports, Swaggy Sports number 11 Toyota. Okay, Peyton, you win the money dash. But you had to get around Larry Pace, and you're saying you made contact with him. What's your take of what happened? But congratulations on being the winner.
Yeah, I got a pretty good jump on that restart that we got together. I kind of laid back just a little bit more and got the good jump that we needed to get, and I got clear of landing going into 1. I kind of gained on Larry in 1, then I gained on him in 3, and I had to run, so I drove it. I just drove it way too hard into the corner and got into his left rear, and it turned him. I took full responsibility for it right as I wrecked him, and I was like, crap, Larry, that was my bad, and I told him my bad that whole caution.
So where do you think we're going to see here for race number 2, race for the butt kicker, coming up next?
I think that if you get the fast guys starting the back because of the invert in the heats, if those guys can't get through the field, you're going to see a bunch of stuff that's going to happen. It's probably going to be a lot of wrecks still. I don't think we're going to be pushing as hard because it's 160 laps and not 40, but it's still probably going to be a bunch of wrecks.
Greg Wrench, you got anything for the young man, Peyton Howell?
Peyton, a 40-lapper here for this one, but now we're adding 4 times the laps on 160 laps. What did you learn in that race that you're going to transfer over to this one?
Well, I learned that it's probably going to be a bunch of cautions. And I know I have pretty good long run speed. We practiced a little bit, and it seemed like I wasn't too slow on the long run. But hopefully, that race you just couldn't really tell because there were so many cautions. But hopefully we can have a pretty good long run car and finish well tonight.
All right, we'll see what definitely takes place. Keep an eye. We'll see what happens. And by the way, congratulations on behalf of everyone at CRN Sports for getting the win. I know it wasn't pretty, but as they always say, a win's a win. Congratulations to you, young man.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, that's the driver we call the Baby Shark of the number 11 entry. Out of Radford, Virginia, Peyton Howell, again, getting it done here in our Clan Wars Servers post-race wrap-up. And I will say this, Greg. He manned up and he said, hey, it's my fault. I got into him. It's a racing deal. He would have done it to me.
Shows a lot of character in that young man, Peyton Howell, the winner of the CRN Dash for Cash. See if it transfers over here to the butt kicker brawl, because it's going to be a wild one here tonight.
Yeah, again, the top 3 finishers in this race are going to be eligible for a brand new, they are going to win a brand new butt kicker Gamer 2 system. And again, this is just going to be a crazy race here. I'm telling you what, for sure. Practice is going on. A couple of more minutes, and the clock will expire. We'll get everybody set up and ready to go. Greg, I will let you know that for the second half of the butt kicker brawl tonight, we will have heat races to set the lineup for this 160-lap feature. They're having a quick practice session as a reset, and then we should get ready to go back on track here in a moment.
So heat races coming up here for this one. And it's going to be awesome to watch these drivers rip around the world's fastest conveyor belt, they call it, when the Cup cars are here. And I think we're going to hopefully get to see some of that here tonight in the main event here for the butt kicker brawl. 160 laps the distance.
I know it says a 1-hour practice session, but I promise you it's not a 1-hour practice session. It'll be less than that. Just letting these drivers shake their cars down. But Greg, this will give us an opportunity to talk about a lot of cool things that are going on live sim racing, man. Tomorrow night, the Ohio and Indiana Roofing All-Stars Showdown from Lucas Oil Raceway in Indianapolis for the AMA Next Gen Challenge Series. Tyler Hilton has got an awesome format picked out. 15 drivers will fight for some special bragging rights money, prizes, trophies, and so much more. That'll be tomorrow night. And then Friday, we've got a brand new series that's coming up on Friday night on CRN Sports that'll begin at 8 o'clock. As, of course, All-American Pools with the aerial coverage provided by here tonight on our LSR TV broadcast. Again, thanks to All-American Pools for jumping on board, being the sponsor for our aerial coverage, whether from the blimp or the helicopter. But anyhow, Saturday, we still doing the Invitational Saturday? The Invitational race? I haven't heard anything else on that. I know we're still taking registration for the big one coming up on Sunday, and that is the Martinsville Speedway Swag Sanctioned E300. $1,000 to the winner. Almost a $4,000 plus purse. $1,000 to the winner. $25 to start. Going to be a crazy race, following kind of the same format that they do for the NASCAR late model race every year at Martinsville. There'll be a there'll be a clock up for grabs, one of the nice clocks up for grabs, a big check. Going to be a big race for sure. Definitely a special event, Greg.
Yeah, going to be awesome. I can't wait to watch that one on Sunday. Sunday morning for me, but Sunday afternoon for you guys here on LSR TV. And for the viewers at home, it's 1 p.m. Eastern, or 2 p.m. Eastern, and 11 a.m. Pacific time on my end. So make sure you set your calendars because that race is going to be epic.
Yeah, it's 1 p.m. Eastern, actually. 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central, which will be 10 a.m. Central Pacific for you. Yes.
I think I'll be heading back to Wenatchee at that point for the Wenatchee Valley Super Bowl. We got the Neil Newberry Memorial coming up here this Saturday night, so I'll be heading back to my hometown of Spokane from that one during that one, so I'll be sure to catch the replay on LSR TV as I won't be home by then.
Cool deal. Well, that should be a fun time for sure, as that is the upcoming schedule. And then, of course, again, once the Martinsville Elite 300 concludes, we are back for round number 4 of the playoffs for the Adrenaline iRacing League, and the round of 8 gets underway at Iowa. 6:30 on Sunday night. Hey, Greg, I don't know if you saw it or not, but I think you did, because I actually shared the video you posted. The iRacing Northwest Tour getting ready to crank up here on LSR TV, and that will be on Sunday nights at 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 Central, or 8 Pacific. We're really looking forward to that program getting ready to fire up.
Yeah, that's our tour here up in the Northwest. Those are our boys coming over to LSR TV this season, and boy, oh boy, we cannot wait to show you guys here on the LSR TV side what it is that the Northwest Tour puts on. It is going to be a spectacular race. We're expecting almost 80 entries for our first race of the season at USA.
Holy cow. And that'll be coming up on a Sunday night in November. I want to say, is it November 7th?
Yes.
Yes, it is. The first race will be Sunday night, November 7th, and that will be, or Sunday, November 8th. My apologies. Sunday night, November the 8th. And that will be, again, a big show at USA International. As the clock has expired, ladies and gentlemen, we are ending practice. We told you we weren't going to waste any time. We are getting ready for the heat races. I think it's going to be one heat race. One heat race. And let's give you your starting lineup for this event real quickly. Larry Pace, yes, he will be on the pole in the number 88 machine. Mike Adamson will make up row number 1.
Coming up in row number 2 will be Bladen Edwards in the 72 with Peyton Howell, the CRN Dash for Cash winner. He is in 4th.
Row number 3 will find the man that has dominated the season, Garrett Maines in the 1 car. Will Duvall from Bennington, West Virginia, the B32. He will start in 6th.
You'll have Daniel Hendra in 7th with Jason Maines in 8th.
Billy Smith Sr., the Shark, in the 00 will start 9th. And Curtis Critchley, the Lemon Cheesecake driver, the 54, he'll start 10th.
Pete Polini, the track record holder on the iRacing server here at Bristol, rolls off in 11th with Derek Fulton to his outside in 12th.
Andrew Navarro will be in the 42 12th. 13th will find Ryan Kendall, as well as Brandon Gagnon, row number 7.
Nicholas Sacco will roll off 16th. Ray Richer and Matthew Lee rounding out the 18-car field for this heat race. Just 6 laps, 18 cars, 6 laps to determine the starting lineup in this feature event, Wesley.
Yeah,
boy.
I thought Daniel Hendra was going to be in this heat race, but unfortunately he has not committed to it yet. So there is the lineup for what will be a 6-lap heat race. Craziness, Greg. You have 18 cars on a racetrack for 6 laps on a half-mile like Bristol.
Yeah, can you say run and gun? And remember, no cautions in the heat races here in the Swag Outlaw Series, so that's going to be a big change up here as well. This is going to be 6 laps, run and gun, get as many spots as you can to try to get a good starting spot.
And the way you finish in position will set the lineup for that race coming up next. 160 laps, all part of the Butt Kicker Brawl 200 on the voice of Swag, CRN Sports, and your home for sim racing, LSR LSR TV. The pace car drops onto pit road. We are underway. Mike Adamson did not go. Bunches up the field behind him. Everyone else will peek and take spots away. Green in the air. Maines will get around. Edwards will get around. Howe will get around Adamson, and we're underway.
1 down, 5 to go already here, Wesley, as they're clicking away. Pace leads the first lap. Edwards second. Maines up to third. Peyton Howell, Money Dash winner in fourth. Mike Adamson back to fifth as they just try to sort it out right now. They're just trying to click laps away. 2 down, 3 to go. They got a huge wreck here on the front stretch, but remember, no cautions as one car is upside down.
Wow.
No cautions in this one. They're just going to keep on going.
That is Bladen Edwards. That is scraping sparks from the top of the banking down the concrete to the bottom of the apron of Edwards' car. We still continue racing. Critchley's car is all tore up. Some other cars onto the pit lane as well with damage. Hendra is unable to continue. So is also Fulton with damage on the 7 car. And we've got 3, now make it 2 laps to go. Not wasting any time. Larry Pace out in front of the race here for the heat race. Great battle. 5 cars into turn 3 coming to the white flag, Greg.
Remember, no cautions, but the good news is these drivers do get new cars for this 160-lap main event coming up as the battle continues for 3rd and 4th on back. Larry Pace is going to come around and take the checkered flag. Garrett Maines second. Mike Adamson third, and Jason Maines able to get 4th. And Andrew Navarro rounds out the top 5, and that's big because that's how they will roll off here for the feature.
Craziness there for Derek Fulton, Curtis Critchley, Bladen Edwards, and others caught up in an accident. But when it's all said and done, the driver out of Canada in the number 88 machine, Larry Pace from Halifax, Nova Scotia. And the butt kicker, Phantom Racing entry, is on the pole. He dropped the green for the CRN Money Dash, his fast qualifier, and now, again, Beast Racing already given him $25 for being the fast qualifier earlier, and now he wins the heat race, and the field is getting ready to assemble, line up. It's Bristol, baby, and we're ready to go. Ready to go here for the feature, but first there'll be a quick little warm-up. Greg, we saw some craziness in that 6-lap dash, man. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
That was wild, and that's just a preview. We've seen the CRN Money Dash, 40 laps. We've seen a 20-lap heat race. It is on now. 160 laps, the butt kicker brawl, set to come to you here on LSR TV.
And real quickly, before we go to commercial break, let's talk to the heat race winner and also the Beast Racing fast qualifier of the night from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, and the butt kicker entry number 88 for the butt kicker brawl, Larry Pace. Larry, you're on the pole again. What's your take of the race so far at Bristol tonight?
Well, it's action-packed. It's definitely not disappointing. The car is just a blast to drive here. The super late model has a ton of grip, so it is a joy to drive.
People might not realize this, but you're probably one of the greats of running on iRacing. And normally you run cup and truck cars. What does it mean to get out of your regular world of esports and running a super late model with these guys tonight?
Well, first off, I appreciate that. I don't know how true it is, but this has been great. This is a deal that came together just a couple days ago. Everybody at Beast and Swag Racing put it together, and it's just been awesome. I love being a part of this kind of thing.
So what is your take of what happened between you and Peyton Howell? He ended up winning the CRN Money Dash. What's your take of what happened in that race there in race 1 where you kind of got taken out in the middle of the corner?
Yeah, Peyton did a pretty good job summing that up. I left the inside open for him because he had a run, and he just drove it in a little too hard and clipped me on exit. It sucks, especially racing for money, but he owned up to it right away, and he knows he owes me one, or I owe him one, so we'll be all right from here on out. It definitely sucks, but it was fun while it lasted.
Greg, do you have a question for Larry Pace, our pole driver, coming up?
Larry, you already picked up $25 courtesy of Beast Motorsports there or Beast Racing, excuse me, for that CRN Money Dash pole. Now you're starting on the pole for this one. Starting on the pole for both races, you looked very strong in that opening CRN Money Dash. Are you going to be able to transfer it over here for 160 laps, looking for a butt kicker 2 to end it off?
Well, I definitely hope so. I think I have an okay chance at it. I hope we just have a clean race. That's really my main focus here, is get it finished up, not not make anybody mad, and hopefully there's not a ton of cautions. But I feel pretty good about my chances, but it's Bristol. Anything can happen.
That's right. It's Bristol, baby. There is Larry Pace, again, the Canadian, getting heat race number 1, getting the heat race win, being the Beast Racing Fast Qualifier, and he'll be on the pole for the Butt Kicker Brawl 160 coming up next. Quick break from Bristol, and we get ready to decide who will be the Butt Kicker Gamer 2 winners. Live on the Voice of Swag, CRN Sports, and your home for sim racing. You're watching it on LSR TV.
There's a lot of esports leagues in iRacing, but there's nothing like swag. Special events, series sanctioning. The Simulation World Auto Group, Swag, is excited for you to become a member and join our team. Weekly competition includes Stadium Super Trucks, the Outlaw Super Late Model Series, the Short Track Cup All-Star Challenge, the Winter Heat during the winter months, and so much more. Special events and venues is also throughout the year. We want you to be a part of the team. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by looking up Swag Esports Racing and jump on board with the Shark. Big money, fun times. We want you to be a part of what is the new Simulation World Auto Group. All the details again on Swag Racing Esports on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'll see you at the virtual tracks across the world. And if not, follow broadcast coverage on LSR TV, the weekly racer in CRN Sports.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back to Bristol Motor Speedway. Getting ready for tonight's event. 160 laps in the Butt Kicker Brawl 160. The field is ready to go 160 laps. Greg, before we introduce the starting lineup, what kind of craziness do you think we're going to see coming up for these drivers going for 3 Butt Kicker Gamer 2s?
Oh, I can't wait, Wesley. Going to be a wild one. We're going to see some fantastic racing. They are gridding up, and we are set here for 160 laps. Let's take you through the starting lineup. On the pole will be Larry Page and Garrett Maines.
Cue up that music. Let's pump up the crowd. Some of the new instrumentals that Swag and CRN Sports LSRT has put together. Larry Pace and Garrett Maines, row 1, as you said, Greg. Row number 2 is going to find Mike Adamson and Jason Maines.
You'll find Andrew Navarro in the 42. Track record holder Pete Polini will roll off 6th.
Row number 4, we'll see Brandon Gagnon and Billy Smith Sr. Those drivers will round out the top 8.
Brian Kendall in the 68, and Nicholas Sacco, after a good run in the CRN Money Dash, rolls off 10th.
Starting in row number 6, Peyton Howell, Ray Richer.
We got our in-race reporter, one of them, Will Duvall, in the B32 with Matthew Lee in 14th.
Row number 8, 15th and 16th, Derek Fulton and Curtis Critchley.
Coming off in 17th and 18th. The final row, starting shotgun on the field, Bladen Edwards and Daniel Hindra. Wesley, we're coming to green here, 160 laps. This is your main event of the Butt Kicker Brawl.
Top 3 win a brand new Gamer 2 from Butt Kicker. Ready. It's time to kick some concrete. Here they come. Pace cars in. It should be a wild one. We're green. It's Bristol, baby. wreck, and we got one flipping down the front straightaway. 2, 3, 4 cars crashing. Critchley's involved, Hindra's involved, and here is your swag caution. And Greg, here is your swag instant replay. Boy, they didn't waste no time to crash, did they?
Not at all. About a turn and a half. Here in this one, you saw Duvall in the B32 looking up there. This is deep in the field. Ooh, Adamson and Smith getting together.
Wow.
Nowhere for Sacco to go. Critchley
plows under the back of Gagnon's car, sent him flying through the air.
And Adamson went for a ride as well, but I think Critchley got the worst of that. Sacco, rather, went for a ride, but wow. Much like the CRN Money Dash, not even a full lap, and we already got a caution.
I find it fitting that I just put cheesecake in the refrigerator, and there's a crash, and the yellow car crashed again.
Perfect.
Oh. Under yellow flag, shades of the CRN Money Dash all over again. This is actually 3 40-lap segments, 160 laps. Oh, man. Yes. A lot of damaged cars here. And, well, Greg, look who's jumped out to the lead.
No surprise. Garrett Maines into number 1. 8 wins on the season entering tonight. And double points on the line. Going to be tough to beat him out here.
Remember, the plan is for the points to reset for a second half point season coming up next week when the series returns to action. Here's the stat for you. He won North Wilkesboro, he won Dover, he won the second race of Talladega, and since then, after a third at Talladega, he has won 5 races in a row. Iowa dominated the Canadian Brawl at Mossport. Rockingham, Richmond, 5 wins in a row, 8 wins total, and he's looking for 9.
Unbelievable season here for Garrett Maines. And let's not forget, he also came and played on a Monday night in the Monday Night Cup Series when we were covering that series. He picked up a win in Martinsville to go along with it. So on LSR TV, Garrett Maines has been dang near unstoppable.
Truly a talent. And I know he will be one of those drivers that they will be gunning for in the E300 coming up this Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central. Buck Roos, myself, Atlee Weiss, Ray Richer on the broadcast coverage.
That's who's missing tonight. Where's Atlee at?
Atlee, I don't know where Atlee's at. I figured he'd be here, but I guess he had some other things going on tonight. So, pace car comes in. You're riding on board with the new sponsor of swag, Race on Texas, Mike Adamson. Green in the air. Daddy helps out son. He'll pull to 1 and 2. The Maines family and Mike Adamson got turned.
We stay green. Adamson with a nice save. They fan out 3-4 wide throughout the field. We stay green. I thought for sure we were going to see another caution as the laps try to click away here. Working up number 7 of 160.
Was that the 63, a Kendall that gave him a punt? I think it was. Trying to move around Adamson. Actually, it might have been Pace, actually. It could have been Pace that got into Adamson's car. Let's see if we can take a look at it. If we get a green flag run, a swag replay on the... Let's look at the replay for Mike Adamson. Watch this. I think it was Lee, Greg.
Take a peek. Here's the replay. This is coming to the green.
Yes, sir. Watch this. It happened immediately. And I think it is Pace car.
Navarro.
No. Navarro got into Adamson. Wow.
Back live here on LSR TV. They have begun to click laps away with the Maines family. 1-2, the Elliott Sadler Esports teammates. Only 2 representatives of ESC here this week as Michael Jean's not in the league tonight. We'll see how it goes from here, but Maines leading the way with Maines behind him. Larry Pace, who's making his debut already, $25 courtesy of Beast Racing for that pole in the CRN Money Dash, and started on the pole here in this one and looking pretty stout with a 3rd place so far.
Garrett Maines, Larry Pace now moves to the number 2 position. There you see Peyton Howell and Kendall battling for position. Kendall, the 63 up the racetrack. Peyton Howell down to the inside. This is inside the top 10 for 6th and 7th. 14 of 160 laps in. Greg, if these drivers play nice, we could see this laps tick away quickly.
And they are taking away 14.4 seconds. For reference, a cup race that I called on another channel last night, 14.4 and 5 was around quick time last night. And that was on fresh tires. We're already 17 laps in, clicking tires off, and we're still in the 14.3 bracket.
And by the way, correction, Larry Pace, he's running 14.26s around the racetrack right now in the 88 car in second. Fastest car on the racetrack right now, the Canadian in the number 88 machine, Larry Pace, and he's trying to run down Garrett Maines in the 1 car.
Trying to get back up there as Pace got around him. Pete Polini, track record holder representing Ryko, is now looking for 3rd as Will Duvall pulling into the pits in the B32 off the track. Another tough break for our in-race reporter Will Duvall, but Pete Polini running 4th right now. Navarro 5th after the contact early, as Peyton Howell, your CRN Money Dash winner, up in 6th right now.
Let's check in on one of our swag in-race reporters from Mannington, West Virginia. Will Duvall just come down to the pits. Will, what's wrong with the 32?
Doing great, bud. How are you?
You're doing great, but what's wrong with the car?
Well, mostly the driver.
Just struggling. What's just handling issues off the pace? Just pulling in, didn't want to wreck the car anymore? You're 3 laps down right now.
It's coming to my attention more and more every week that I don't belong in an asphalt car. So probably looking back towards retirement again.
All right. Well, there's the thoughts of one of our swag in-race reporters, Will Duvall. We'll check in on Mike Adamson in just a moment. Right now, he's in the 13th position. Working now lap 25 coming up here in a moment with Garrett Maines, Larry Pace, and Jason Maines. Pete Polini, Navarro, top 5 here at Bristol, Greg.
Garrett Maines is opening it up almost 2 seconds, Wesley. 1.7 last time by. Still 1.7, but just a couple 100s quicker than Larry Pace that time. So Garrett Maines is pulling away. It's good to see them settling down here in the early stages as the first side-by-side battle is for 5th between Navarro and Howell, your Dash for Cash winner, the CRN Money Dash winner, as Peyton Howell to the inside of Navarro. And peeking there, 1 win already. Howell looking to crack the top 5.
Another lap on the board as closing in on lap 30. There goes Howell. Peyton Howell, Navarro. Navarro on the outside, battling up the top. Off the corner out of 4, coming back down the front straightaway. Another lap of the board. While that goes on, here comes Polini's car. Closing in on Jason Maines. That's the 51 and the 2. Here comes Howell right behind him. The top 3 will win a brand new butt kicker game or 2. Double points, purse pay through the field as well, Greg. And right now it's Garrett Maines looking for his 6th win in a row, his 9th on the series.
Now remember, we talked to him about it, I think last week at Richmond after he won. We asked him, hey, are you excited for the chance to get yourself a butt kicker? He said he already had one. So if he does finish on the podium tonight, wonder what he's going to do with this new one.
I don't know if he'll keep it or if he'll just resell it. I don't know. Right now, he's the man out in front. Any and everything that has been thrown at him, he has been able to persevere, attack, and conquer. And he is doing the same thing here on the concrete at the last great Coliseum here at Bristol right now. Maines leads, Larry Pace in 2nd. Jason Maines, his daddy, had a good run going in 3rd right now. Pete Polini, Peyton Howell, the top 5.
And Garrett Maines is already coming up on some lap traffic here, Wesley. as Curtis Critchley up against the wall, just trying to stay on the lead lap right now. Billy Smith Sr. in front of him, 2 drivers who were caught up in that early incident, but lap traffic already coming up in the windshield of Garrett Maines as we work lap 35.
Coming up next Wednesday night, it is the next round, round number 9 of the series. We prepare for the second half of the season, and it will be at Irwindale Speedway for triple 50s. How about that, Greg? Next Wednesday night, triple 50s at Irwindale around your neck of the woods.
That's my original home track, Wesley. I was there on the grand opening of Irwindale. It's a little bit far away for me now. It's about 1,000 miles one way, but that is my original home track. I love any chance I get to visit Irwindale here on iRacing.
First time I ever went to Irwindale Speedway was when I got to work with NASCAR for the Toyota All-Star Showdown. And definitely an eventful time that was. That's when I actually told you about the time I got a speeding ticket flying from North Carolina to Irwindale and forgot to reset my watch and sped 2 miles from the hotel because I thought I was late for a meeting, but actually I was early. So the East Coast man and the West Coast. So that is the triple 50s next Wednesday night on your home for sim racing, LSR TV and CRN Sports, the voice of swag, next Wednesday night for the next round of the Swag Outlaw Super Late Model Series. All right, 40 laps down, coming up on 40. Now the 40 laps complete, 120 laps remaining, 80 laps to go now.
120, you were right the first time. Caution.
120 remain, and we got a caution. And it is Pete Pellini. He gives up a top 5 run.
Track record holder was running in the top 5. Swag replay on deck as we're under a swag yellow flag. Let's see what happened.
Second caution of the race, by the way. We did get a long 30-plus lap green flag run under our belt before we had a caution.
Oh, Jason Maines.
Wow, Jason Maines crashed, and Pellini.
Pellini checked up and nowhere for Navarro to go. Taking a look at the replay.
Oh, looks like Peyton Howell is up under the 2.
Did Jason have help? I'm going to take a peek here. Should be this corner.
Let's see if the 11. Well, he had a run on the inside. Well, that's just a racing deal. That's a racing deal. That wasn't intentional.
The driver there. Yeah,
that wasn't intentional. That wasn't a race. That wasn't cheating. That wasn't rough driving. That was a racing deal right there.
Under caution, leader on pit road, but second pace, Larry Pace staying out, Wesley. So gamble on the part of our pole sitter, Larry Pace.
So Larry Pace will stay out on the racetrack. So will, is that? I think that's. Oh man, is that Pete Pellini?
Yeah,
there he is, Pete Pellini. Then behind him is the leader now, Larry Pace. It looks like Critchley also stayed out on the racetrack, the 54 car.
I think Critchley was trying to lead a lap, and unfortunately
he's coming to the pits now. Yeah,
Pace
he's coming to the
stayed
pits
out
now
as well.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. There might be some penalties coming up for some drivers, Greg, because these drivers might have pitted too early. The red lights were on the pit lane.
I think that was for Critchley. Just Critchley, so everyone else is going to be good. They are still about half a lap back from catching up to Larry Pace. But here's my question, Wesley. Last night when I called the Cup race at Bristol, tire fall off was crucial, and ultimately tires was what wound up being what determined the race, was tire wear coming down in the finish. On the super late models, they're about 45 laps into this one with Larry Pace still on old tires, the rest of the field on freshies. Is that going to affect how this restart goes?
Oh man, but you got to remember, as experienced as Canadian driver Larry Pace is, he might know how to really work his equipment, not make these virtual mistakes costing him. So maybe he feels like we're going to get another string of cautions. Cautions breed cautions normally at short tracks like Bristol, Martinsville, Richmond. We could possibly see that happen, and I think that's honestly what Larry Pace is efforting. We see another yellow flag, he's back in business again.
So here we go. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car, so we're going to rack them and stack them and get ready to send them once again. Looks like it's going to be lap 47 when we take the green flag.
This Sunday, Swag, Martinsville Speedway E300 begins at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. $1,000 to the winner, a grandfather clock, a big check, and the bragging rights of being the virtual E300 champion. Pace car drops onto the pit lane. 47 on the board now. 46 complete. Green back in the air here at Bristol.
Pace
About to say for a second we were back at Martinsville. That'll be Sunday, Greg.
That's coming up Sunday. And look at Garrett Maines with a crossover there. Yep. Turn number 3. Already the fresh tires working for Garrett Maines.
Well, that proves that point. 4 fresh tires are better than 4 used. And Maines and Pace, Matthew Lee. Greg, I'm just going to say something, bud. I mean, I've had the privilege since March, April, to get back into watching, announcing esports. And I will say this, humbly. Garrett Maines, in my opinion, is probably one of the best drivers I have seen compete in pavement esports racing. I would even say that he's in the same scenario as Blake Majulis or Alex Bergeron in dirt for esports. Got a caution.
Caution is out. Going back to what you said there, as we look for the caution, Garrett Maines definitely has been very impressive as we see Billy Smith in the 0-0 down there. Taking a swag replay. From that little flash, we saw maybe some contact with Hindra in the 71. Let's take a look.
A lot of contact. Wow, that's netcode right there. That was internet. And then they tried to save it. They saved it, actually.
Let's see. Oh,
man. Hindra come back and return the favor.
And
now, here's my take on this one. Netcode calls that. Hindra returned the favor and spun him.
Yeah, Hindra, not realizing that it was netcode, thought Smith was...
They have disqualified Daniel Hindra. Or either he is DQ'd or he has crashed his car too badly he cannot continue.
He has manually disconnected, which means he has decided to park it or the car cannot continue. But... yeah, that was just unfortunate because netcode was the first one there, but Hindra obviously didn't think so from the driver's seat.
Aunt Kathy says, so is the pace car following the pace car. That's funny. That's a good one, Aunt Kathy. Hey, let's show you that replay one more time. Mr. Producer in the truck, why don't we ride on board with Daniel Hindra in the 71? And this should be interesting, Greg. Watch this in the 71 car.
Yeah, here you'll see, this is what sets it up. Right about now, Billy Smith will be inside.
He's on his inside right now. Trying to get around him. There he is. Little contact. There's a little net code. It made him wheel hop the car. Shades of what you hear in the sprint car world. And watch this. Low to the right rear. He got him sideways and he starts rim riding the wall. And I'm not sure how much damage is on the 71. And you know, I will tell you this. Greg. We were told in the CRN Money Dash earlier tonight here at the Butt Kicker Brawl that they were having netcode or internet lagging issues, so we're wondering if that's continuing here.
It hasn't been as bad, but we did notice it a little bit. That could be what's going on here. Hasn't been as bad so far in this one, and that green flag run that we got for about 30 or so laps definitely helped, but it has definitely been better, but we saw it come back once again.
Quick break. The Butt Kicker Brawl 160 continues on LSR TV and CRN Sports from Bristol. Ready for the restart. Mains and pace, and the restart goes to Garrett Mains. Look at the precision virtually the one car had. He caught pace. Navarro all asleep at the wheel. Greg, we're back underway.
Yeah, Garrett Mains checking out once again in the #1 ESE, the Elliott Sadler Esports entry. Look at Navarro, who's had some very strong runs in the 42. He's up to second, and Wesley, he's closing in on Mains.
For the lead, Andrew Navarro, the 42 car, trying to reel in Virginia's Garrett Mains, who's trying to go for 7 wins in a row and his 9th win on the series. Down to the line. Working lap 60 coming up. We're going to go side by side so you don't miss the thing here at Bristol in the Butt Kicker Brawl. Back with more on CRN Sports and LSR TV in a moment.
We're based out of West Monroe, Louisiana. We do custom T-shirts, racing. We'll do any shirt. We'll do schools, churches, fundraisers. We do a ton of event shirts, as you can see on our board here, all around our banner. Personalized. I mean, we do anything. It doesn't matter to us. We got the custom rugs. We use all the, top quality shirts, inks and everything. Hoodies, hats. We do embroidered hats, embroidered shirts. Just you can call us for anything. We do offer the bag and fold to where you can receive them and they're already labeled and tagged and bagged, ready to give out to your customers. So you just call us and just tell us, hey, this is what we're looking at doing. And if we're going to put the car on there, it is 125 quantity minimum. If it's without the car, it's 60 quantity minimum. That's strictly on the racing stuff. If it's a business or something, if you race on Texas shirts, it's a little bit differently. You can call us. It just depends on your quantity and ink colors. Everything is hand drawn. I mean, everything. We don't Photoshop anything onto a shirt or anything like that. Everything that we go through, everything is drawn, and which is the reason for the art fees. We do have several graphic artists that draw for us, and they're really good. So what we do is on any package that you do, we can mix and match. We can do any colors. You can do purple, red, blue, green, and do the rest black. It doesn't matter to us. With your design on there, we can do hoodies. We can do hoodies, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, tank tops. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's almost limitless what you can do, and you can put all that together in that package to make that minimum requirements. They can call us 318-278-7191, or they can email us at bulletprooftees@yahoo.com, or they can go to the website bulletprooftees.com.
You saw it live during the side-by-side. Caution out. Jason Mains in the 11 car. They all get together, Greg, and we have another yellow flag.
Under caution here at Bristol. A couple more drivers on pit road now, Wesley, in this one, deep in the field. So we'll see some more drivers trying to make their way through. But under caution again, closing in on halfway in this one. You saw Peyton Howell and Jason Mains get together, which brought out the caution. But we're closing in on halfway here. Garrett Mains has led the most last, but boy, Andrew Navarro looked really good on that last restart.
Mike Adamson, Ray Richer, Pete Pellini. Those cars are on the pit lane. Let's get a check of how things are going right now with our buddy out of Santa Ontario, Canada, Derek Fulton. Derek, you're not in this race. Well, actually, you're 13th right now on the racetrack. What's your take of the Butt Kicker Brawl so far?
There's been some good racing. They made me aware that I was blinking or something. I don't know if it's connection issues or PC issues, but I had to go to the back of the pack there for third place. So I'm just kind of hoping they give me the go to move forward at this point. So if I'm still blinking, I can't really go anywhere.
Yeah, a lot of craziness out there for sure. Are you kind of playing possum right now, just kind of staying out of harm's way and just trying to advance your position when it's time to go?
Yeah, I think so. I saved my 2 sets, so I think if we get more cautions here, it could be something different at the end here. It all depends on who's on what strategy, I think.
All right, we'll let you go. Thank you very much. Again, that's Derek Fulton, one of our swag in-race reporters. Real quickly, let's check in on Mike Adamson out of Sanford, Florida, as we're still under caution. Mike, how's your race on Texas number 46 car been, bud?
It's been pretty good there, Brian. It's a few incidents. We've had a little run in there, but other than that, not too bad.
Typical craziness for sure. Currently, you're in the top 13, so we'll definitely see what you can do. Keep on getting out there as we're approaching halfway. That's Mike Adamson and Derek Fulton, some of our swag in-race reporters. Our special driver reporter is, again, Mike Adamson. The pace car drops onto the pit lane. You're running on board with Garrett Maines, ready to bring him back to the Geico restart zone. Green back out at Bristol.
I'm going to keep an eye on Andrew Navarro in the 42 to see if he can maintain that run he had last time. Looks like he's doing good so far with it as Pace up there in third under pressure from Bladen Edwards. Quiet run for him so far. About 12 laps from halfway right now, Wesley, as Maines begins to pull away once again. Navarro, Pace, Edwards, and Lee, your top 5. Haven't mentioned Matthew Lee's name a whole lot tonight. He's cracked the top 5 after starting 14th.
Yeah, Matthew Lee kind of lying in the weeds there in the first race for the CRN Dash, and now he has moved his way into the 6th position outside the top 5. Peyton Howell sizing up now. The driver of Lee and Edwards trying to move down to the inside is also Jason Maines trying to get back up under the 11. And Matthew Lee about to lose 6th position now as Jason to his inside, trying to clear him. He'll also carry Sacco and Richard with him, along with Gaxon, your top 10. Coming up on halfway, and Garrett Maines still leads.
Trying to pull away from Navarro. Jason Maines, after being caught up in that caution, was able to maintain the 6th position and is doing a nice job here. Battle breaking out for third as Edwards now to the inside of Pace. Remember, Pace is on those older tires, Wesley, so that may be why he is still struggling to get up to speed a little bit, trying to time it out to get those fresh tires on, and those 4 fresh Hoosier race tires are going to be ripping around this concrete.
Closing up on halfway here in the butt kicker, Brawl 160. Garrett Maines, Navarro, Pace, top 3. Peyton Howell now 4th. Here comes Edwards trying to size up Peyton. Jason Maines for that spot as they go down the back straightaway going to 3.
Battling it out. Good battle between Richard and Sacco right now. Excuse me, Matthew Lee. Richard to the inside. That's for 7th clear. So Ray Richard, another one of our in-race reporters, he is slowly making his way up. He was +5 in that qualifying heat. He started 17th in the heat race. He made it up to 12th where he started in this one. He's up another 10 or 5. He's up to 7th now. So in actuality, he's +10 throughout.
Aunt Kathy, to answer your question, I was going to throw us to break, but then our producer realized the lights were off on the pace car, so we decided to stay on, cover a couple of laps back to green, and then play these side-by-side so you wouldn't miss a thing of the race. So there you go. We're coming up on halfway here with Maines leading the way. Garrett Maines, Andrew Navarro. Peyton Howell has now moved up to 3rd. You're riding on board with Larry Pace, trying to run down Howell for the 3rd position down the front straightaway.
Howell in the 11, CRN Money Dash winner. Up to 3rd in the 11, trying to reel in Navarro and Maines, but it's a long way up there as Garrett Maines continues to line them up and knock them down. Halfway this time by, Wesley, as they were 80 down, 80 to go in this one. We're halfway.
The butt kicker brawl.
Butt kicker brawl.
Yes, sir. We're halfway home. Let's give you your full field rundown as it stands with now 79 laps remaining at the line. Garrett Maines is leading. Andrew Navarro 2nd. Peyton Howell 3rd. Larry Pace is 4th. Bladen Edwards is in 4th. Bladen Edwards is 5th. Jason Maines is 6th. Ray Richard 7th. Matthew Lee 8th. And Pete Pellini the top 9.
Nicholas Sacco rounds out your top 10 with Brandon Gagnon, Ryan Kendall, Curtis Critchley, Billy Smith, Derek Fulton, and Mike Adamson out there rounding it out to 16th. Wesley, all 16 cars that are on track right now are currently on the lead lap.
And that's right. Also, Daniel Hendra and Will Duvall are the only 2 cars off the racetrack. Just after halfway, pretty interesting first half here in the Butt Kicker Brawl 160. Greg Rentz, what do you think we'll see in part 2?
I think we're going to see more of the same. Looks like we're going to be able to click some laps away here right now with this long green flag run with everyone kind of settling down single file. But the intensity is going to ramp up more and more and more here as this race progresses. By the time we get to, I'm going to say 30 to go is really going to start seeing some issues.
I think I got a feeling we're probably going to see the same thing as well. Around lap 125 to lap 160, the chaos will definitely begin. Hope you're enjoying it. LSR TV presents the Butt Kicker Brawl on your home for sim racing. Couple of cars getting sideways, bottom of the apron. Little loose. That is... Wow, was that Larry Pace? Yes, it was. Man, he about got turned in to the inside of the racetrack. He'll lose all the ground that he had. He'll fall back to 9th, but at least he saves the car from spinning, Greg.
Remember, he's still on those old tires, so that's not going to help him at all in that situation.
He's not pitted yet.
He's going to settle down in 8th, actually, it would appear. Pete Polini, remember, he had the damage earlier. He's fought his way back up into the top 10 after using a fast repair. One fast repair in this race, Wesley, so Pete Polini using that. Remember, he's the track record holder on the iRacing server here at Bristol in this super late model. So, with that said, going to be wicked. Watch him try to come up here.
And Pete Polini was involved in an accident earlier, starting to work his way back through the field in that number 51 machine. He's currently in the 7th position. The driver of the number 51 entry comes to us, of course, out of Marquette, Michigan, in the Ryco Motorsports entry. And there he is right now on track, sitting in 7th. Maine's leading the way. Look at this battle now. Going on inside the top 10 as well. Kendall and Gagnon on the outside looking in, trying to get around one another in turn 4.
This is for 9th between Sacco, Kendall, and Gagnon right now. 9th on the tower right now. As here comes Kendall looking low on Sacco. Running up high. And remember, Wesley, we love to talk about it. The reason these guys are running up high, we got to love that progressive banking that we see here at Bristol. Tell the fans at home about progressive banking.
Progressive banking, basically like you would see at Homestead or Michigan. The same thing here at Bristol. Plus now today they put that PJ1 or VHT substance on the track, but it allows you to be able to run the top of the racetrack up in the Angels Expressway like Gagnon's doing, or in the middle lane like we're seeing Sacco do, or Kendall is down on the bottom. 3 lanes of racing. We could possibly see 3 and 4 wide racing here if it presents itself. It's just got to show the bravery of these drivers. And I believe as we approach lap 100, settling in for the final 60 laps of this race, the intensity will pick up and we'll see 3 and 4 wide here at Bristol for the finish.
Let's see what happens here with this one. Garrett Maines continues to lead the way. One car coming off pit road. That is Pace in the number 88 who came down pit road. He lost 6 laps on pit road, Wesley.
Wow.
Larry Pace on the fresh tires now, but he is 6 laps down in the caution.
Yellow flag is out just before lap 100. We got Ray Richer on his lid, upside down, down the bottom of the apron. He collects Mike Adamson as well.
Oh, my.
Swag, caution, instant replay coming up. Watch this, Greg.
First caution of the second half. I believe that's Bladen Edwards there going to the inside. People in you.
Wow. Mike Adamson just hooked the... Just turned him.
Oh, Ray Richard popped over again there. Can we see one more look at that? People ran over Richard after, but I want to take a look at the caution or the contact one more time.
Yeah, let's watch this. That's what I was...
Because I thought I saw the same issue we had earlier.
Whoa, he hooked the left right, man.
Yep. Okay, thought I saw some netcode.
Hooked the right rear.
No. And 15 seconds after the wreck, Richard goes for another flip.
And watch this. This is for the extra caution. So there's Mike Adamson. Let's keep it where Ray Richards' car is, the 44, and you'll see what happened to him while he flipped again.
As we look at the swag replay, field back under or on pit road right now.
Wow.
There's the contact. Pete Polini just says hello. And I don't think he ever got all four tires.
Yeah, I don't think he ever lifted off of Mike. That's what happened. I don't think Mike was. I don't think Mike was really trying to retaliate against him there. It was just, hey, I just think he had not. He had just not got disconnected from those two cars yet.
And unfortunately, he has parked it for the night and left the TeamSpeak server, which we use here. So we won't be able to dial up Ray Richard.
Ray. So Ray has called it a night. Tough break for Ray. Man. Wanted to possibly see what his thoughts were about things, but it looks like he had already called. He's already exited, and that's a tough break. Let's get Mike Adamson. He's our special driver analyst here, as we're over 100 laps into this race, working lap 102. Mike, what's your take of what happened with you and Ray Richard on the track?
Just racing incident. I hope the spotter didn't tell me it was clear. I mean, I was there. I mean, it could have been net code, could have been anything.
How badly damaged is your car after flipping through the air? You're in the pits right now for service.
I haven't made it to my pit box yet, so I haven't found out how bad it is yet.
Well, it's beaten and battered and banged and cattywampus going down in the virtual pit lane, so we'll let you go. There is again the driver for Swag Esports, the Sanford, Florida driver of Mike Adamson. And we will see how badly damaged his car is. Understanding he is now a part of Phantom Racing in the Phantom Racing Race on Texas LSR TV number 46. Nice looking car too, Greg.
Yeah, very nice looking car. So see how it goes, debuting with a new team here tonight. And I believe that's a new team to the series as well, if I stand correct, Phantom Racing.
It is.
So,
and we're ready to come back for the restart here. Navarro now gets his opportunity to lead. Peyton Howell trying to sweep Bristol. He was the CRN Money Dash winner. He's now in second. Garrett Maines behind him. Pete Polini. Jason Maines, the top five, coming to the line here on lap 105.
Navarro, Howell, Maines, your top three right now. Well inside the second half, and these drivers trying to click him off. But Wesley, the closer we get to the finish, the more and more the intensity is going to wrap up. Wow, Garrett Maines with a full send-off turn 4. He's going to go from third to the first in one straightaway. Unbelievable.
2 for 1 special. A 2 for 1 special for the driver who has absolutely dominated the Swag Outlaw Super Late Model Series. The number 1 for Elliott Sadler Esports, Smithfield Foods Ford. Garrett Maines back to the lead. Navarro now second. Howell third. Jason Maines. Brandon Gagnon now, Greg, in the top 5.
Gagnon has been quiet all night, but he's making his way up through the field now in the number 83, cracking the top 5. Whoa! Jason Maines and Peyton Howell have a little coming together there in the turn 3, but they keep it going the right way. As Jason trying to get up there to second. Jason Maines, he's struggled the last few weeks in this series, but he's looking great right now. Garrett Maines off the pace a little bit there.
Whoa.
I don't think he got through turn 1 and 2 the way he liked. He had to check up there. And more of the same in turn 3. Is there a problem with the number 1 right now?
And look at Navarro battling his dad, Jason Maines. Howell, Gagnon, all in that mix as they work their way. Matthew Lee now back in the battle outside the top 5. And I'm so impressed also with his father, man. Garrett Maines doing a good job. Jason Maines doing good, and the caution's out. Yellow flag out again. Swag caution. Pete Polini crashed in 51.
Oh, and I think it's crab walking.
Cattywampus, crab walking, whatever analogy you want to use. Here's why.
Sock up on the back bumper there. This is going into turn 3.
To the left rear. Now there's a little contact, and Pete Polini and Sacco get together.
Down there in turn number 1, which
Whoa, Critchley.
And I believe Billy Smith getting through there barely. Turn 1 up here at Bristol. Wesley, for the U.S. Short Track Nationals, which, by the way, in real life is this weekend at Bristol.
It is.
Turn 1 and 2 is actually turn 3 and 4. Why is that? I never actually got an answer on why they do that for
So
that
here's
race.
the reason why. By the way, shameless plug, it will be on Speed51.tv this weekend, Friday and Saturday from Bristol. I will be there Friday. I have other broadcast obligations on Saturday, so I won't be there. But the reason why is because what they do is they bring in the haulers, they bring in all of the areas to the tunnel turn area, or not the tunnel turn, the crossover area in turn number 3. So what they feel is best to do is have race control, operations, all of the stuff in the tower on the front straightaway, but they set up a manual start-finish line, timing and scoring loop at the backstretch, and they basically use that as the front straightaway for the haulers, for parking, and for the fans. They do not open up the grandstands except on the back straightaway because it's easy and it's easier to get in and out of the grandstanding area, and it also saves on labor, it saves on people, cost, opening up all around the racetrack. So that's why they do it.
Ooh, you gotta pay some money, says our producer. By the way, we are looking for sponsors here, not just for the Swag Outlaw series, but LSR TV. We are always accepting applications for sponsors. We can promote your company here on every LSR TV broadcast. Wesley, tell them about it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely. If you're interested, contact Charles Wooten. He'll take care of you. LiveSimRacing.com. Get your advertising on here at a very affordable rate. Whether you want to be a title sponsor, whether you want to be a broadcast sponsor, or just an affiliate, we definitely would appreciate it. Jump on board, LiveSimRacing.com. Contact Charles, and they'll make it happen. And by the way, I think they're also looking for a assistant producer. So we're looking for a part-time producer. If you're interested and you have experience, you'll get paid by the hour. You get paid at the end of the broadcast. Contact Charles, and he'll take care of you. Father, son. Flip that. Son, father. 1 and 2 on the racetrack. Still under caution. The butt kicker brawl continues on CRN Sports at LSR TV right after the break.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
For the restart here at Bristol. Garrett Maines pulling away. Battle now for second. Heated up for third, fourth, and fifth with Gagnon Lee as that goes on to the backstretch. We got trouble.
Pippolini went around.
Caution
Bladen
out.
Edwards involved. Pippolini's bad night continues.
Bladen Edwards is involved. I think there was another car caught up in it, but he was able to scamper away. And here's your replay. Greg, it happened to the back straightaway.
Take a peek. This is looking at Bladen Edwards, who piled in afterwards. So we'll see
Mike Adamson right there as well.
There we go. Pippolini, Peyton Howell, Andrew Navarro. Oh.
Man.
Oh. Bladen Edwards got bumped from behind by Curtis Critchley as he was trying to check up there. Critchley didn't get wound up in time. Take another look at it. As we're looking at Bladen Edwards, see him check up, and unfortunately nowhere for Curtis Critchley to go. Under caution here, Swag, yellow flag. Once again, there's your race leader, Garrett Maines in the number 1. Under caution here. And Peyton Howell has been parked for the race. Peyton Howell disqualified from the race.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm understanding that Peyton Howell has been DQ'd from the remainder of this race for rough driving, guys. Wow.
Pipolini put it on the trailer, and Peyton Howell DQ'd from this one.
And I hate it for him because he's obviously a sponsor on the CRN Sports number 11. But there's been some a lot of controversial calls hooking the left rear, especially in the corner. And, you know, you could say one time, Greg, maybe twice, didn't mean to do it. But by the time you continue to do it repetitively, you're only making people mad. And I think it was just best to park the 11.
Yeah, tough call for the officials to make. Unfortunately, think it was probably the right call there.
So if you're just joining us, the CRN Money Dash winner, the CRN Sports number 11 Toyota of Peyton Howell has been parked for rough driving. We set ourselves up for a 38-lap shootout. Right around this time, Greg, that we both said around lap 125, 130, you said we're going to start to see things get crazy. I think we're about to Katie bar the door to decide who's going to be the winner here tonight of top 3 winning a butt kicker game or 2.
Yeah, I don't think we're done seeing the yellow flag here, Wesley. Swag yellow flag here tonight. 10 cars remain on the lead lap in this one. Trying to get a count of how many we have left. Looks like 13 cars still on the racetrack right now.
36 laps to go here at Bristol.
By the way, remember when Larry Pace came back out on track, Wesley, he was 7 laps down. He has already made it now 3 laps down. He's already gotten 4 of those laps back.
And could we see the opportunity for him to take advantage of the free pass more and the wave around and get back on the lead lap? Green flag back in the air here. 36 laps to go here in the Butt Kicker Brawl 160. Part of the Butt Kicker Brawl 200 on CRN Sports, the voice of swag, and LSR TV, your home for sim racing.
Brandon Gagnon with a run on the outside of Jason Maines right now. 4-second spot. 1 car on the wall. That was Matt Lee in the 04. Brandon Gagnon has entered the chat now, Wesley. He's up to 2nd.
Yeah, look at Gagnon now. Ready to make his self known to battle as son and father. Maines are 1st and 3rd. Brandon Gagnon, could he pop in here and be an upset? By the way, he's only got a top 3 finish, and that was at Bristol back at the Triple Crown. Pineville, North Carolina native. Brandon Gagnon now trying to show some momentum here down the late rally at Bristol.
Trying to get it going and reel in Garrett Maines right now in the number 1. But Brandon Gagnon, a long way to go, started 7th in this main event. After finishing 7th in the heat race, which he started 15th, he gained 7 spots in that heat race. Can he do it again? He needs 1 more spot, and he's looking very strong right now in that 83.
30 laps to go coming up here when they come to the line. 30 laps remaining. Garrett Maines, Brandon Gagnon, Navarro back in the battle now. He's trying to get around Sacco for 6th in turn 2.
As also Derek Fulton peeking on Jason Maines. We haven't seen Derek Fulton up here all day. He's going for 3rd now.
Remember,
they touched.
Oh no! Jason Maines, Fulton get together. Matthew Lee.
I think that was more net
Navarro, they crash.
I think that was more net code, Wesley. Just enough. Swag yellow on. Once again, swag replay. From my angle, that looked like net code. Let's take a look at the replay, see what happens. Swag replay on screen.
Wow, wow, wow. Watch this. Derek Fulton got the left rear of the two. Jason Maines, and that's net code. That was a net code issue right there.
That was all net code right there. So the problems continue. Something going on with the iRacing server here tonight, as we are once again experiencing net code. Derek Fulton has been disqualified as well for that one. He will call it a night.
No, I don't think that was net code, Greg.
No, never touching. That was net code.
Okay. You know, there's some things we've seen tonight that'll make you question if there's internet signal problems, net code per se the word. But then there's been other ones that have just been blatant. Brandon Gagnon, Curtis Critchley, Andrew Navarro, Jason Maines, Matthew Lee, all on the pit lane for service. Derek Fulton has been parked. We'll find out what Derek has to say on the subject. Let's bring him in, one of our swag in-race reporters. Derek, what's your take, bud? I know you said you were going to play possum and hang in the back until about 30 laps to go. You started to do that, and you got caught up in calamity.
Well, yeah, everyone's complaining. Apparently, I don't know, my PC's not very good, so everyone's complaining that I was all over the place, so I just disqualified myself because that's what I would like to see if I was a competitor, so...
There you go. Well, that's good sportsmanship. But, hey, in closing, a successful race here tonight at Bristol for sure for the butt kicker brawl.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Definitely, you know, it's Bristol. Tempers have been flying, that's for sure. I think everybody's been heated at one point tonight, so it's been crazy, that's for sure.
And what do you think we're going to see Sunday for Martinsville for the E300?
For me, hopefully I can get my PC together so I can actually race it. But at this point, I think it'll be pretty good. It's going to be a great show. There's a lot of quick guys there. It's going to be awesome.
Should be a good one. Derek, thanks for all that you do, as always, being one of our swag and race reporters here tonight.
No problem. Thank you guys too, man. Great job.
From Santa Ontario, Canada, Derek Fulton again manually disqualifies himself, Greg, from Bristol and the butt kicker brawl.
And the reason he says manually disqualified himself, he is one of the race admins. He has that power. They kind of police themselves. A couple of different drivers in the series police themselves, and that's one of them. So that's very admirable of Derek Fulton to take or step up and take that initiative with that. Even though it was netcode, definitely the very admirable move by Fulton to say that, hey, I'm just going to tap out for this one if I'm having the issues.
We are still under the yellow flag. The lights are off on the pace car. We will get ready for the restart. It will be under 25 laps to go. 28 laps remaining. Ready to come back for the green flag.
Closing stages going to be 23 to go. Green flag.
My apologies. I thought I was on lap 132 according to my monitor. My bad. So it is 23 laps to go. By the way, whenever we go under 20 laps to go, you'll see the ticker change to countdown mode. As you see Garrett Maines once again pulling away from everybody. The top three are going to win butt kicker gamer twos. Thanks to Andrew and everybody at butt kicker.
Another Andrew just moved into third. Andrew Navarro up in third now. Gets around Gagnon, but remember Gagnon on those fresh tires. Watch her to make some moves right now, Wesley.
Coming around to 20 laps to go here this time by when they cross the start-finish line. 20 remaining for Garrett Maines. Nicholas Sacco now in the number 2 spot. He's in that 93 car. Navarro, Gagnon battle side by side. He's going to carry Edwards with him on the bottom out of turn 2. Turn 4.
Trying to reel it down. 18 laps to go this time by for Garrett Maines as he comes down the backstretch. We're inside 20 to go, and Maines has had a phenomenal job here tonight, looking for 5, make it 6 in a row, and 9 on the season. Unbelievable effort by him.
And again, the plans are for the points to have a reset for the second half of the series, beginning next week at the Triple 50s at Irwindale Speedway. a new point season. There will be a first half season champion, and then of course the second half season champion, and then the overall championship, unless some foreseen crazy act of God virtually happens. Garrett Maines looks up to be the inaugural champion of the Swag Outlaw Super Late Model Series. What just a phenomenal job he has done this season in just the first half of the coming off of turn 4, and now under 15 laps to go now.
Yeah, laps clicking away here with every passing lap. Another lap closer. Maines has pulled it out to 1.2 seconds, but it is on for second now as Brandon Gagnon using those fresh tires to try to rip it up. He's up to third, trying to get around Sacco right now for second, bringing Navarro with him. Bladen Edwards a nice top 5 run as we're closing in on this one now. Maines, Sacco, Gagnon, your top 3 as of now, looking for butt kickers.
And remember, there was only 9 cars on the lead lap right now, led by Kendall in the 9th position. Billy Smith Sr., the Shark, is currently 1 lap down in the Swag car. If we get a caution, he will get the free pass and go back on the lead lap. 12 laps to go here at Bristol. And there's the battle for second. Nicholas Sacco, Brandon Gagnon, Navarro, Lee, all in this battle. Down the back front stretch back to turn 1.
10 laps to go this time as the battle continues. Lee lurking on Navarro for 4th. Gagnon still trying for second right now as Lee to the inside. 10 laps to go. Garrett Maines loves seeing that in his mirror because he's pulling away.
10 to go. Well, it's time to pick your poison here at Bristol. Who will be the winner? 9 remaining. Garrett Maines, it's all him out in front. Contact! Matthew Lee, Navarro get together. They keep on going. No caution.
You stay green. Navarro lost a lot of time there. He was 4th when that happened. Let's see where he falls. I think he's going to be 7th. Yes. Navarro, the big loser in that one.
But a tough break there for Navarro. Matthew Lee, he said it was time to go. He had to get around him, and he did just that. 8 laps remaining here now at the line. 7 to go, excuse me. And here's this battle continuing now. Sacco and Gagnon for second. Well, that goes on 2.099 seconds, the interval for Garrett Maines over second and third. Back to turn 1 and 6 remaining.
Here we go. Gagnon to the inside of Sacco. 5 to go at the line for Garrett Maines, who's looking for 6 in a row and 9 on the season. But it is a great battle for second between Sacco and Gagnon. 2 guys you don't really see running up here at the front at the end of the race, as they've had some bad luck this season. Great job by both of them here tonight.
Racing hard. Here they come out of turn number 4 to the line. It'll be 4 laps to go here at Bristol. The leader is Garrett Maines. He is gone. The best battle is on the racetrack for the bridesmaid spot. Top 3 going to win butt kicker gamer 2s. And here comes Matthew Lee trying to get in there and make something happen. 3 to go here at the last great Coliseum, virtually Bristol.
Matthew Lee wants a gamer 2 right now. He has to get around one of them, Gagnon or Sacco. Preferably both, because that'll help him out with the double points that's coming up here. But to get a top 3 means a gamer 2. As here we go. It's a 3-car battle for second with 2 to go. We're going to watch this battle because Garrett Maines has checked out.
And while Matthew Lee tries to close in on Sacco and Gagnon, meanwhile, Garrett Maines will come out of turn number 4 down to the front straightaway. The Swag, 1 to go. 1 more lap remains. There he is on the back straightaway. Looks for his 9th win, 8th win in a row, 6th win now.
He's
overall
got it.
back-to-back. What a job. Second spot. Did Sacco or Lee fight for it? Lee got 3rd.
And Bladen Edwards going across the line backwards after contact with Ridgely coming to the checkered.
It's Bristol, baby. Virtual or reality. It always provides craziness. And Garrett Maines, his 9th win of the year, his 6th in a row. Now Navarro and Matthew Lee having a little bumping fest with one another. When it's all said and done, Garrett Maines for Elliott Sadler Esports, the Dominator. What is it going to take to stop this guy, Greg? My goodness, what a job.
I think it's going to take a meteor to stop him.
The Terminator, something. What an event. Garrett Maines celebrating yet again here at Bristol. Again, his 9th win on the series, his 6th win in a row. Top 3 win butt kickers, and yes, Matthew Lee finishes in 3rd to claim one of them. Cue up that music. Let's take a look at the unofficial results here tonight from Bristol. Oh, that exciting, intense, dramatic music just sets the stage for what we witnessed. Presented by Sawblade, the unofficial results for the butt kicker brawl 160. Garrett Maines is the winner. Look at the interval, 3.2 seconds back to Brandon Gagnon second. Matthew Lee gets around Nicholas Sacco for 3rd. Sacco 4th, Curtis Critchley in the top 5. Bladen Edwards 6th, Andrew Navarro 7th, Jason Maines 8th, Ryan Kendall, the last car on the lead lap, he'll finish 9th. And how about a top 10 run for the senior shark Billy Smith in the 00? He'll finish 10th, 1 lap down.
Larry Pace had those issues on pit road, comes home in 11th. Mike Adamson 12th. Pete Polini comes home 13th. And Ray Richer upside down in the 44 winds up 14th position. Daniel Hindra rounds out the top 15 after disconnecting from the race. Will Duvall and Derek Fulton, who got disqualified, as well Peyton Howell, they will be credited with the last place positions, so 17th and 18th for them after getting disqualified.
Coming up, the Clan Wars Servers post-race wrap-up. The top 3, Garrett Maines, Brandon Gagnon, Matthew Lee, they all win Butt Kicker Gamer 2s, and they are the men on the podium we'll speak to in just a moment. It's Bristol, baby. We hope you've enjoyed it. On LSR TV and CRN Sports, the Swag Outlaw Super Late Model Series rolls on.
This broadcast is the copy.
Gamers hosting gamers worldwide. It is time for the Clan Wars Servers post-race wrap-up. Clan Wars Servers is the official communications partner of Live Sim Racing. Wesley Outland, Greg Rentz back here with you from the last great Coliseum, virtually Bristol. The butt kicker brawl did not disappoint. Top 3 drivers claim butt kickers. Greg and myself will interview the drivers, and right now, 3rd place man, Matthew Lee from Clinton, Maine. Matthew just got around, weaseled around Nicholas Sacco off that last corner. You'll finish in 3rd, and you win a brand new butt kicker.
Yes, sir.
So what's your thoughts of the race? Add a little bit more dialogue than just yes, sir.
It was a rough race. It was a lot going on. Yeah. Definitely appreciate everything everyone's doing, though.
craziness for sure. All right, Greg, maybe you can get more out of him than just yes, sir.
Matt, tell us about reeling in Gagnon and Sacco there coming to the end. You had to get one of them to get the podium. Looked like you may have had a shot to get both of them if things worked your way out. You wound up getting around Sacco there at the end. Tell us about those last 10 laps or so, reeling them in and realizing, hey, I got a shot here.
Yeah, it kind of all started with me getting into Andrew there, and I just lost the car up the track a little bit, and I apologize to him. Definitely didn't deserve it. Andrew ran a great race, and once that happened, I had a clean track to get to Brandon and Sacco, who were battling there side by side, and I was just kind of waiting for one of them to make a move. I knew Sacco was on a little older tires, and it was just a matter of getting down to the inside there, and it was in pretty good shape. Me and Brandon waited pretty long there to pit for our last set of tires, so we were definitely in good shape at the end.
Well, a good run for you, Matt. You got that brand new butt kicker coming your way. Thank your sponsors. We'll get ready for Irwindale next week.
Is that where we're going? Cool. Gotta thank GTR Simulators, Swaggy Wraps and Graphics, Empower Race Stations, Butt Kicker, Coney Setup Shop, Body Balance, Studio Displays, CRN, LSR TV, all the guys over at Swag. You guys are putting on another good broadcast for us.
Thank you, buddy. Oh, and by the way, I know you're ready for Martinsville Sunday as well.
You're darn right. I can't wait. That's going to be a blast. Anyone tuning in, there's a lot of big names going to be in that race. Hope everyone shows up for it.
Should be a good one. Thank you very much. Again, that's the driver of Matthew Lee from Clinton, Maine. He'll finish in the number 3 position. Runner-up, Brandon Gagnon from Pineville, North Carolina. Oh, man, craziness tonight here for sure. You'll get the 2nd position. Brandon, great race. You were racing competitively. You did everything you needed to do to stay out of trouble. You just could not catch Garrett Maines.
No, not at all. The wheelman himself, and first off, I want to congratulate him on going pro. But I thought he had a lot older tires when I waited till about 90 to get fresh ones. I was like, okay, I'll wheel him in and give him a run, but can't catch that guy. He's Garrett Maines for a reason.
Brandon, the decision to pit late there, you were one of those couple of drivers to pit on that last caution for the fresh tires. Paid off big as you were able to work your way up to 2nd. Was that a last-minute decision under that caution, or did you have it in mind that, hey, I'm going to pit if we get another caution here?
Well, I checked with my sponsors and I asked them, hey, if I don't use these set of tires, do I get some extra money and use them later? And they told me no, so I figured I'd jump down and grab them. I couldn't catch Garrett on fresher tires anyways, and I figured if I got even newer tires, I'd be able to run him down. Sacco, huge shout out to him, running door to door with him. He held that high line, and I kept diving low and couldn't clear him, but good side-by-side racing. It was a lot of fun tonight.
Well, how about this, Brandon? You do win a brand new butt kicker game or two.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Maybe I can feel this car a little bit more and make my neighbors wonder what the heck's going on in the house.
Well, you got anybody you want to thank sponsor-wise? Go ahead and thank them now, bud.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody at Studio Displays, Swag Wraps and Graphics with Billy and Rhonda. Everybody that's always on board. Thank you guys, Charles, Wesley, Greg, for putting this on. A lot of fun. Love doing it on a week in, week out basis, and can't wait for Martinsville on Sunday.
Should be a good one. The E300, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central on LSR TV and CRN Sports. That's Brandon Gagnon, runner-up here from Pineville, North Carolina, in the butt kicker Brawl 160. Finally, to victory lane we go. Understanding he's going pro next year. 9 wins. 6 wins in a row for the driver, the Elliott Sadler Esports #1 Ford, Garrett Maines. I got a nickname for you, the Dominator. What a great dominating performance here you have on the Swag Outlaw Series. Not just tonight at Bristol, but just throughout the first half of the season. Another win. Congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I want to say thank you to Brandon for all the kind words there, and I want to apologize to Ryan for the first race. I was definitely not having the quickest reaction times. I haven't got much sleep the last few nights. I stayed up for the final Road to Pro race late Monday night, and then I was up after the results of it and had to be up again at 7 a.m. this morning. So I haven't really slept much at all this week, but it was catching up with me. So we got a cup of coffee for the second race, but just sorry to him for making that mistake. And I just, after the issue with, I don't know what happened with Derek's computer. Like, he said, that his wheel just jerked to the left and you could see it. But all of a sudden, it was the weirdest thing. It was like I got spun by nobody. It was some connection glitch that just threw my car around. And it just put me in a position where I felt like I needed to, make everything happen. And I just put my car in places I don't think people expected me to, just trying to make something happen in the short 40 laps with cautions that we had. But overall, once we got into the big long race, we got clear on the initial start, and I was really surprised that Larry didn't have more pace off that initial green. He had been the rocket ship the entire night. I thought he'd be the guy to beat, but I was talking to him and he was like, long run, it started getting squirrely, and it was really weird. Like, my dad was complaining of completely different things from me, so I'm not sure what I was doing different, but the car felt really, really good to me tonight. So, shout out to, I think Jeff made this one, so that actually, that was pretty fun to drive. I enjoyed that. It was good league race setup, but throughout that race, I think there at the end, the tire strategy really started playing out. And I felt comfortable. Once I got the lead, I knew that was, the place to be. I didn't want to have any possibility of getting held up by people. I'd prefer be out front. If you get fresher tires in a super late, it's only worth so much, on pace. It's definitely an advantage if you're on identical speed. But if I'm already out there and you got to pass people, it's just I'm gonna have the gap by the time you get to me. So that was just the gamble there, and it all worked out for me.
Garrett, another win. That makes 9 on the season for you here in the Swag Outlaw Series. Man, oh man, you have been dominating, and it seems like doesn't matter what kind of track you go to, road course, sweep at Canadian Tire, Talladega, a win there. Double points here tonight at Bristol. You are just rallying them off. How much time do you put into these super late models to set yourself up for this?
All right, so super late models, I actually started running those back in 2016. It was like what I started running on the sim when I first started racing. I actually have not touched them until just now. Like, this league was the first time I got back in them. But I'm not going to say that I haven't learned a ton from the NASCAR circuit. We go to Canadian Tire for Road to Pro. Even though I've only run 2 races there, those were, pro caliber races. So I learned a lot from those. NIS schedule, RTP, they went to Bristol and all that stuff in the past. Just a lot of these tracks that we're going to in the supers I've been to before, and just, it's definitely showing with the experience I've got from, the racing on the NASCAR circuit. And it's transferring to an extent. You got to learn some different things with the super, but overall, just change up the way you drive and, go from there.
Getting ready for Martinsville. You excited for the E300 on Sunday?
I'm glad. I think it was Brandon or Matt that mentioned it. I totally forgot. I have lost track of the days. So it's a good thing he said something, because I might not have showed up. But I'm definitely looking forward to that. I know the late models changed, so I probably need to put some laps in, because I have not driven that late model since literally 2016. It's been a long time. Those cars have changed a lot from what I've heard. But Martinsville's pretty fun. I know in that specific car, it's a lot of momentum, especially in fixed setups. It's just going to be a lot of courtesy and hopefully not dive bombing, but you can never expect anything less than that. So we'll see how it goes in Martinsville, but that's definitely one of my favorite tracks, so I'm looking forward to it.
So I got a final question for you. What are you going to do with the Butt Kicker Gamer 2? You said you've won one. You've got one. Now you have 2. Are you going to keep it? You going to give it away as a Christmas present? You going to auction it off? What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to give it to my dad upstairs, especially after the night he had. He was definitely in contention to get his own, but at this point, I've already got one, but I know he really liked the one I have, so I think that'd be really cool, and I think he'd enjoy it.
Awesome, cool deal. Congratulations, man. Wow, what a season. Second half starts next week at Irwindale. Congratulations. We'll see you Sunday for the E300.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And I also got to thank Smithfield 101 CBD, SimSeats, Strickland Hardy, and all the guys at Elliott Sadler Esports that have made, as Brandon was mentioning, the Road to Pro season happen. It was literally a late season comeback. We had great cars from the Roval on, and just absolutely no luck until the final 2 races. We got the win at Martinsville, and then did literally everything we could possibly do right at Phoenix, and just had the car was on rails. So I gotta shout out to them for all the hard work they put in, and all the countless hours that people have committed throughout the entire summer to make it all happen. So thank you to them, and Richmond Raceway Esports for all their support as well.
Thank you, buddy. Congratulations. His 9th win. 6 wins in a row. Elliott Sadler Esports, number 1, the Ford from Powelton, Virginia. That is Garrett Maines. And that's going to put a wrap on tonight's coverage of the Butt Kicker Brawl and the CRN Money Dash. Greg Wrench, your final thoughts before we get out of here, my friend.
It was a wild one and an interesting one, Wesley, but man, oh man, it was a show. We're going to Irwindale next week. It is going to be a great one. 3 50-lap main events at my original home track, the track that I discovered my love for short track racing. I'm so excited to be heading there here on LSR TV next Wednesday night. You are not going to want to miss that.
Yeah, always a fun time working with you at Irwindale Speedway. That is next Wednesday night, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, on your home for sim racing, LSR TV and CRN Sports, the voice of swag. Thanks again to Swag, Smith Wraps and Graphics, and the Simulation World Auto Group, the Sharks, Billy and Rhonda Smith. Thank you for all of the operation officials as well. Thanks again to Race on Texas. Thanks again to also everybody for joining us, watching, viewing. We get ready for Martinsville, and there's a whole bunch of other great content throughout the week at Live Sim Racing and LSR TV social media. So, for the producer, executive director, Charles Wooten, for Greg Rentz, I'm Wesley Outland. Congratulations to Garrett Maines, the winner of the Butt Kicker Brawl from Bristol. God bless you all. Thanks for joining us, and please keep on praying for America. We'll see you Sunday for the E300.
This broadcast is the copyrighted work of LSR TV and may not be rebroadcast, retranslated, or used in any form without the express written consent of 52 Media LLC and iRacing.com Motorsports Simulations. LSR TV would like to thank you for your support, and we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast.